is Kyle and Brust.
Did you call us idiots?
Yeah.
On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
It is a great day to be alive on this Tuesday for everyone except me. Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Over at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Remote Studios is producer of Wildy and Tausch, Jesse Nelson. Jesse, how are you?
My name is Ben Brust.
I'm preparing myself to host with you as I'm trying to take a deep breath.
I'm just trying to point out how much you sound like me. My name is Ben Brust. I played for the Badgers. I have thoughts on the new reported athletic director hire. And this is Kyle and Brust.
Again,
I always speak at this volume on this show. I'm always up here.
All right, stop being everyone else and just be Jesse Nelson, okay? 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. Less is more. You're going to need that talk and text line number to interact with myself and Jesse because God only knows where this show is going to go. So get us on YouTube. You can see my beautiful face, and you can also see Jesse there at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN
good.
Madison.
That's real good.
And, of course, we are always on the ESPN Wisconsin app. So it's funny you say that, Jesse, because I was very much looking forward to jumping right in to all the conversation in the world of Wisconsin athletics. And we do have Tausch scheduled. You will be reading the questions today at 3 o'clock for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, which is always a treat.
Oh, that's not going to go well for you. You are going to have a rough day today.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. But you have never met or talked to CCAT, who is producing the show. And so I guess, do you want to introduce yourself, or I could introduce you? You could introduce me. Like let's pretend like nobody knows each other, right? Like let's get to know each other a little bit.
Well, so here's the thing. So I was actually I shared this story on Wildy and Tausch. By the way, hi CCAT, I'm Jesse. Nice to meet you. Hopefully,
Nice to meet you.
You're
You'll take that back in a little bit.
Yeah. So I was on my way down to the Chicago White Sox game on Sunday afternoon with one of our teammates, Chad. Here, he's one of our sales guys in our Madison office. And I was asking him, like, we were talking about, like, the brands of our shows and the brands of our hosts. I said, like, okay, if you're explaining who Tausch is in, like, 10 seconds, Packers Hall of Famer, Badgers Radio Network analyst, Salt of the Earth Wisconsinite, like, very easy to point, like, that's what Tausch is. Jason Wilde, 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year. Not a fan, but covers the Green Bay Packers as good as anybody. Ben Brust, I think you could probably, my description of you would probably be a little different than how others would be. And then I said, how would you describe me? And he kind of stopped. He didn't really have an answer for how to describe me.
Oh, I know how to describe you.
Well, what better way to put this to the test than actually having Ben Brust, arch nemesis Ben Brust, actually introduce me and the idea of who I am to somebody that I'm working with for 3 hours today who I've never met in CCAT. This is a perfect opportunity to actually do this exercise for real in a real life situation. So Ben Brust, how would you like to introduce who I am to the new producer of Kyle and Brust, CCAT?
If you've never met Jesse Nelson and you've just heard him, imagine somebody who looks like they are prototypical to wear whitey tighties in their early 30s. He was known around ESPN Madison. Now all of ESPN Wisconsin as the hall monitor, like orange vest, whistle. Like he's the guy going around. Don't do that. Sure. Don't do that. Don't do that. Captain Underpants. He famously skipped work 4 straight Wednesdays to watch his new dog. So he doesn't care about work. He cares about puppies more than he cares about doing his job for Wildy and Tausch. He is the second best bowler at ESPN Wisconsin. He's a known bowler. He's called high school bowling championships, and I beat him straight up when he spotted me 30 pins because he doesn't know how to handle pressure and he's not competitive. He has the worst take in ESPN Wisconsin history / thought that it might be time to move on from Pat Murphy. He is revered around here as the laziest. I'm not saying that, but other people have around ESPN Wisconsin. He does a lot of Bostonian accents, and he has Dunzo the Clown, which some people hate or love. I hate and love both of them, and there will be plenty more moments that will describe Jesse Nelson. Even Dirty Diana McGuanago says, why do you put Jesse Nelson on the air? His voice is so annoying. So there's my short introduction as to who Jesse Nelson is. He also went to Bradley, where my brother went to, so we have that in common. How'd I do?
Wow. So, it was 8 straight Wednesdays, not 4. It was 8 straight
Wednesdays of skipping work to watch a dog.
2 months worth of Wednesdays. 2 months worth of Wednesdays.
Did you have to take paid time off?
Yeah, I had vacation built up. You know, I gamed the system. You know, I'm not the laziest. I'm the most strategic producer at ESPN Wisconsin because I pick how to balance my work with the most minimal effort.
All right,
from
nobody
myself,
cares. Introduce me however you want.
Well, I'm not done critiquing. Your introduction to me sucked. That was terrible. You make me sound like I'm the worst human being on planet Earth.
Well, that's how I feel. You told me to introduce you, and that's how I introduce you to people.
That's terrible. The bowling thing cut deep. That cut deep. That hurt.
That's true. It is true. You spotted me 30 pins, and I wiped you.
Yeah. That was really embarrassing, and I will never live that one down. I have not worn whitey tighties since I was 7, 8, maybe. I don't know what age you typically stop wearing whitey tighties, but I was that age. I have not worn whitey tighties since I was definitely under 10 years.
Yeah, whatever you say, bud.
So I don't know wherever the whitey tighty thing came from with you and Greg and Josh back in the old days of this program. I don't know who started that. But I'm going to blame you because that's not an accurate
what are you on the defense for? You're supposed to tell
being.
people how you introduced me. I did my version. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm just going to let you say whatever you think about me. You're starting this very sensitive today. I thought we were going to just have fun, but I've already got you down in the dumps.
Well, I just didn't expect you to be so mean. You're such a bully, which is part of my introduction. C-Cat, have you met my friend Ben Brust? He hosts Kyle and Brust weekdays from 2 to 5 on ESPN Wisconsin. If you say hello, he's probably not going to be listening to you because he's already thinking about what he's going to say next. He doesn't really care unless you're going to do something to benefit him. If you're going to really help him out in some capacity, then he is going to be in good shape, and you are going to be good pals with old Benny Brust. He was on the 2014 Wisconsin Final Four team, which is notable because he wasn't on the 2015 Wisconsin team that actually won a Final Four game and played in a championship. So he's a little less successful version of Josh Gosser or definitely Frank Kaminsky and Sam Decker. I mean, they're not even close
there we go.
to being on the same levels as some of those guys. He is oftentimes, if you're a musician, he is always at forte. There's never anything else under that. Ben, that's a musical term. That means you're loud. You're very loud all the time. Proud girl dad, congratulations about number 2. I heard that the other day. So congratulations, Ben. I'm very happy for you. Proud girl dad might actually be pushing a little bit. I actually heard what you said. And I don't know if proud girl dad was exactly the way that I would have framed the way that you shared that at Summerfest the other day. But he's proud of something. So this is Ben. He is very interested in what's going to benefit Ben the most.
Already said that.
And
repeating content.
I know already. Well, so you were listening. That's a change of pace. Maybe you've grown up a little bit since I last hosted with you. That's pretty much all you need to know about Ben Brust. I think I covered it all. Doesn't listen.
I mean, I absolutely
wants you to help him.
Absolutely
Badgers Final
pulverized him in
Four.
this. Pulverized.
Well, I did. So here's the thing, Ben. This wasn't a roast. I notoriously hate roasts. I don't like roasts. This was just an accurate representation of who you are as a human being. Yours was kind of mean in a roast, and that's why I'm sensitive about it. Mine was just accurate.
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, Jesse will be known as Skid Marks moving forward. So again,
Skid Marks.
it fits.
Skid Marks.
It fits. Whitey tighty skid marks.
C-Cat, what do you, based on Ben's introduction of me, by the way, great to meet you. I'm looking forward to hanging out here for the next 3 hours. I think we're going to get along. I think what I have heard of C-Cat, I think C-Cat and I would be good pals. I could see us hanging out in real life. What is your impression of me after Ben's thrilling, wonderful introduction of me as a human being? What do you think you're getting yourself into here for the next 2 hours and 50 minutes?
I'll do you one better, Jesse, because word travels like wildfire in these offices, in these radio airwaves, online. You pretty much have a strong impression of people before you're actually introduced to them, whether virtually or in person. And I had an impression of both of you guys before I even spoke a single word to you or you ever spoke a single word to me. So my impression of Jesse Nelson was teacher's pet, voice polarizing, takes subpar. That was just the footnotes on Jesse Nelson. For Ben Brust,
I was a good teacher's pet. That's accurate. When I was in school.
Oh, surprising. The hall monitor and Whitey Tighties was a teacher's pet.
I mean, we love teachers, do we not, Ben? Do we like our teachers in the world? Do you want to be the guy who's ESPN Wisconsin anti-teacher? I can add that to your description.
Obviously, I'm not, considering I had my third grade teacher on the air and she loved me. And Worlds Collide, her son is an intern. Look at that. Love teachers. Love giving back and providing, getting foot in the door.
So I was mature at a young age and understood the tribulations of a teacher in an elementary school and a middle school. It's tough to rally the class to listen. All I tried to do was do my part and be a helpful member of society by helping the teacher accomplish his or her goals at any given time. That's not being a teacher's pet. That's just being a good student.
All right.
Carry on.
I wanted C-Cat to continue. Every time someone says something about you, you don't need to, go on the full defense, dude.
I was going to say, Jesse, from one teacher's pet to another, I respect your game. That was not in a negative connotation whatsoever.
You guys are best friends.
A compliment, guys. I wasn't on the defensive at all. I considered that a very kind.
Your high
compliment.
voice
Thank
doesn't
you,
seem like you're on the defense at all. You know, you didn't get your high Jesse Nelson. I'm defensive voice.
And then if Jesse is defending the teacher, saying, "Everyone, quiet down. She has something to say." Ben is nowhere to be found, actually, in the classroom. He is setting up shop in the boys' restroom and just throwing wet paper towels at anyone who unfortunately had to make a bowel movement and makes their life a living hell because they chose to use the bathroom when Ben Brust came to school that day.
You know what's funny is in school I was probably more bullied than doing bullying, so maybe I'm making up for being bullied onto Jesse. I'm projecting my upbringing in school onto Jesse.
I see. Okay, now you can take it out on somebody.
See, I can be honest about myself. I'm not going to get high voice Jesse Nelson on you right there. So that's what we're working with today. It's Ben Brust and Jesse Nelson across Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin. All of you on YouTube in the Carbless Talking text line.
Hard to tell who's talking when because we sound exactly the same according to some.
You got to identify yourself.
CK, you don't actually think we sound like each other.
I kind of want to keep this going.
I know you want to.
This is I like this
funny,
a lot.
But it's not true.
I like it because
it's not true.
Jesse, you have not said one thing that has actually bothered Ben other than that. And it's very apparent.
You're right. Good call. I was so unbothered until you sound like Jesse Nelson. The idea of sounding like Jesse Nelson makes my skin crawl. Yeah. I want to leave my body at the idea that I sound like Whitey Tighties. All right, Ben Brust and no Kyle Wallace. Jesse Nelson stop is at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios. Me and C-Cat of the Gruber Law says one call, that's all studios. Wisconsin is reportedly hiring an athletic director. We got Mark Tauscher. We got a whole lot to get to today on Kyle and Brust, so do not go anywhere. But first, I'm going to tell you about what I ate last night because it's important. Not only did I eat it yesterday, but I ate it on Sunday as well. It was a back-to-back Sunday night, Monday night. Frozen pizza Friday is a staple. Had some plans on Friday, so wasn't able to do frozen pizza Friday, so I had to make up for it. And I probably need to do the 7 days straight of Palermo's frozen pizza because they have a brand for everybody. And the 2-week Screamin' Sicilian BOGO at Metro Market and Pick and Save ends today. So stock up at Pick and Save and Metro Market for buy one, get one through the 30th today. More toppings, more flavor, more pizza. I enjoyed a Screamin' Sicilian Thin and Crispy on Sunday and an OG Screamin' Sicilian Boss Hog. It's usually Hog Friday, but it was Hog Monday yesterday. Find what all that screaming is about in your local grocer's freezer. All right, how about we talk about something real, not just Jesse and I's feelings about each other. The reported Wisconsin athletic director hire is next.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying?
That's 100% what you're saying. Now, I disagree.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
One of the most important concepts in sports is don't drop the ball. Are you dropping the ball with your estate plan? When was it last updated? Have you even done one at all? It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jason Wilde for Walney Legal Group. There's a lot at stake for you and your family when it comes to wills, trusts, probate, and elder planning. At Walney Legal, that's all they do. Tailored documents. No confusing legal jargon. Just thoughtful guidance. Do the blocking and tackling to protect your family. Start a conversation today at walneylegal.com.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
It all started with a small storefront and a big promise. Treat every customer just like family. For decades, local families have trusted Sendix to provide the freshest food, the warmest smiles, and a place where community comes first. From generation to generation, we have grown together. Because Sendix is more than just a grocery store. It's home. Thank you for allowing us to serve you for the past 100 years. Here's to the next 100 years. Sendix, your trusted local grocer.
As we celebrate Independence Day in 250 years of American freedom, there's never been a better time to invest in the place you call home. Maybe it's that roof you've been meaning to replace, those drafty windows you've learned to live with, or that bathroom you've wanted to update for years. Whatever project you've been putting off, Exterior Pros and Baths can help. This Independence Day, you can save up to $3,000 on your next project. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
At Associated Bank, we thought about speaking like other banks with hoity-toity names like Total Privilege Pay or something. But we don't speak bankish, we speak your language. When we say 2-day early pay, we mean you get paid 2 days early. $50 overdraft grace zone? That's a grace zone of up to $50 if overdrafts happen. And maintenance fee-free account? Well, that speaks for itself. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. No Kyle Wallace. Jesse Nelson in his place at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios. Of course, I'm hanging out at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Studios. The University of Wisconsin has reportedly hired Sean Eichhorst as the school's new athletic director per Pete Thamel.
Kyle Wallace, a UW Whitewater alum himself, would probably be doing some type of chant for this. But he has history with Barry Alvarez as a deputy AD. Most notably, though, from Sean Eichhorst, he was the athletic director at Nebraska. Bo Pelini had something going. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but it was pretty good at Nebraska. He fired him, and Mike Riley was hired, and then he was eventually let go. So he did spend some time at Wisconsin as well, for, I believe, 07 to 11. I remember seeing him around my freshman year of college. Here's where I stand. And Jesse, I would obviously love your thoughts too. It is a retread in terms of somebody who's been an athletic director. But and I haven't been very optimistic, I will be completely honest, because of the Luke Fickell era itself as it pertains to football. And the way I view an athletic director is football's number one, because it's hard to screw up the success that you have in other sports. Mark Johnson's got it cooking. Kelly Sheffield's got it cooking. The Badgers won 2 Frozen Four in hockey. Greg Gard has been a very good coach. The tournament success has been lacking since 2017. I understand that. But he's done a great job, I think, in my personal opinion, navigating the new waters of NIL and transfer portal. So the way I look at Sean Eichhorst is it's a little bit scary, but I also am looking at things through the lens of he was the deputy AD at Texas. And Texas has done a better job in the last 4 years of raising money and putting a competitive football product out there. He was the director of operations for the football team and deputy AD. So I'm trying to marry the idea of I can't look at what things were in the prior era before NIL, because that's when he did not have success as the AD at Nebraska, while trying to be excited about the idea that he was a part of a program that has had success in football. Because football is a driver of revenue across the state for the university, and ultimately will trickle down and help other sports at the University of Wisconsin as well. So I wouldn't say I'm over the moon about it, but I'm definitely not down. I know that's lame, but it's something where I'm marrying my past transgressions of where Wisconsin has been the last 4 years in football with the, all right, at least there's something to him being a part of a college. It's like weird. I want to say organization because it basically is now the way it's run, and having success at Texas. That's where I'm at, Jesse Nelson. Where are you?
Well, first of all, I think it matters what your opinion is on this, Ben, because obviously you are a past a successful Wisconsin Badgers athlete. And so I think it matters for you representing an important part of the alumni base in people hearing what your thoughts are on this, and I appreciate you sharing it. I don't understand why so many people want to be mad at the University of Wisconsin all the time. Like, I see it hosting the Barry Alvarez show during the football season. I see it hosting ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day. I see it in Wilde and Tausch, how people just want to be upset, and they want to boo, and they want to fire Luke Fickell, and they want to be outraged by everything. And this is the next item in the news cycle that people are like, oh, this is the guy that he fired Bo Pelini and stunk at Nebraska. This is the best we can do to bring this guy in. If you're drawing up a blueprint of who you want and what boxes you want to check in the hire for the Wisconsin athletic director, I think Sean Eichhorst checks every box. He has Wisconsin roots. He worked under Barry Alvarez and has a direct connection and a direct line and a relationship with him. He has done it at large schools, and he's been at a successful school most recently in Texas, where not just at football, although that's a key part of this, other sports, Texas has been really good too. Look at their volleyball program. Look at their men's basketball program. They've been good in everything. So he's been a part of that. If you're trying to draw up a successful resume, a person who has Wisconsin connections, somebody who understands what this fan base is craving, what these alums of this school want to see, and most importantly, given the current times, somebody who understands what it means to move on from a football coach when he probably shouldn't have at a Big Ten powerhouse. That's an important component of this. So he can come in and properly assess the football team in a way that I think a lot of other athletic director hires could not, if he ends up fully being the hire, if this is reported accurately.
I got a couple things, specifically to the first part about you saying, I don't understand why people want to be mad. I don't think people want to be mad, Jesse. I think when you are watching a football program look completely different, not even in style of play, but in terms of attendance, in terms of win-loss, in terms of relevance, it's okay to be frustrated. And maybe it's because you host the Barry Alvarez show that it almost sounds like you're, regurgitating what Barry said about go boo in a bar. You don't understand why people want to boo. The product has given people reasons to be upset from a football standpoint. And despite, as I said, all of the other things that have gone on in success of other programs in Wisconsin, the driver of it all in the state, from a revenue standpoint, from businesses on Regent Street to excitement of bowl games, in which I don't even want to just make the bowl games the bare minimum here, but there's a lack thereof of success. So if you want to be mad about what's been put on the TV or in front of your face at Camp Randall, I ain't going to tell you how to act. But that being said, the reason why I think it's interesting that you say it checks all the boxes is the reason why I kind of sit here and say, I agree that it checks all the boxes, and that kind of makes me feel a little iffy about it, right? The connections to Barry, the idea that he was at Wisconsin and in the Big Ten. That's why I'm putting my mind on he was part of Texas. Because I was actually, when we did a show, I don't know if you were hosting it, I was in my basement, and the opportunity to have this new position be somebody potentially from the outside was something I was really intrigued by. Because the University of Wisconsin has had a lot of the same people. And when you are when you've had so much success in basketball and football specifically turning around from the Barry Alvarez era, a lot of those people are there. And then you get complacent on who you are because you were like, oh, well, we've done it this way for so long. And you're kind of bringing someone who was around for that back in two different times of Wisconsin athletics, Barry and Bielema. So that's where it's like, to me, it's like, I get it. It does sound good when you say you have the connection to Barry, have a connection to Wisconsin, worked in the Big Ten, at Nebraska, fired a coach that needed to be fired. Something different other than somebody who just knows Wisconsin might have been what they need. I can definitely be proven wrong. I'm just saying this is the most open I ever was to wanting to see fresh blood and somebody from a true outside perspective. That being said, that's why I'm leaning my brain into the fact that he was with Texas in the NIL era and not trying to put all of the other stuff in the forefront of my head.
I don't know if I fully believe you, because the last time Wisconsin hired someone with true outside perspective that was supposed to come in and change things up was Luke Fickell. And that's the one that everybody wants fired now all of a sudden.
Now, I'm not happy with how the development of players and whatnot and the reactive nature of now recruiting the state of Wisconsin, but he's doing that stuff. The point is the infrastructure for Luke Fickell, I don't believe probably set him up for a better chance to have success. It doesn't mean he shouldn't have done better than what he has based off being at Wisconsin. But the infrastructure in itself has been a lot of the same people. And when you are taking people inside the University of Wisconsin Athletic Department and putting them in roles that are new and something that they haven't done before, like fundraising, that to me isn't success. That's not going to make me feel like there's a great chance to build success. So I was looking for an outside perspective from this specific role. Sure, I'll hand up, was excited about Luke Fickell, but I'm also going to adjust to the fact that there's nothing to have been excited about Even if they beat 2 top 25 teams, when I see 4-8, no matter who's on the schedule, I'm going to feel sick to my stomach that a football program that I love is 4-8.
Everybody would agree. Luke Fickell, first in line, saying 4-8 is not good. He's too good of a football coach to have a team that's that bad trotting out their last season. So, yes, I think that's one of the benefits of Sean Eichhorst coming in here is because he's been through this at Nebraska. He saw it at Miami, and quite frankly, at Texas. Texas has a fan base that's rabid for change, and every time that the football team isn't winning a national championship, you'll have a certain section of that fan base calling for the coach's job. He's been around all of these high-pressure atmospheres. He can assess it properly coming in if he's the guy, coming in and assessing what the Luke Fickell situation looks like. Who better to have a full understanding, a full grasp on whether this program is in shambles or whether this just hasn't worked out and there's been some bad luck with the starting quarterback getting hurt each of the first 3
I
seasons.
know that's your narrative, Mr. Starting Quarterback guy, and I went at you on Twitter.
Yes, you did, and you weren't alone. But the NIL situation not being up to standard, which we heard Ted Kellner and everybody say during the offseason was going to change, and it looks like it has. Like, this is the kind of guy that can come in and assess whether this thing's a true dumpster fire and this needs a full reset, or if he can come in here and say, this thing's got a lot of good foundation. We just need to update the bathroom a little bit. We just need to do the guest room, and let's make this thing back to what it was when I was here a bunch of years ago. Like,
the
that's
idea
the hope
that you think it might just be a bathroom on hope is not something I think is true. But of course, you're cutting into Mark Tauscher's time on the show, which is classic Jesse Nelson. He's in for Kyle Wallace. Because old T, Mark Tauscher.
We'll see how he knows how it feels.
The Packer Hall of Famer, host of Willie and Tausch, host or analyst of the Badger Radio Network. He joins Jesse and myself, Ben Brust, next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I was in New Orleans telling stories. You in the middle of a quiz.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated. By drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
988 Wisconsin Lifeline. How can I help you?
Share hope, find purpose when you become a 988 Lifeline counselor. The 988 Wisconsin Lifeline provides free and confidential support to anyone in crisis. 988 has experienced tremendous growth, and more statewide counselors are needed. Staffed by Family Services, 988 counselors work remotely, are offered flexible hours, competitive compensation, benefits, and training. Apply today at 988lifelinecounselor.org. Family Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Paid for by grants from SAMHSA and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Looking for your next unforgettable night out in Milwaukee? Step into Upper Bar, where the city lights meet the river's edge and every evening feels like an occasion. Perched above the Milwaukee River with sweeping downtown views, Upper Bar is your stylish escape to the heart of the city. Sip handcrafted cocktails, explore curated wines, and share flavorful bites made for good company. Whether you're meeting friends, starting your night, or just chasing the view, you'll find it all here. Upper Bar. Elevated evenings right in the center of it all. Visit upperbarmke.com to learn more.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA your first stop for everything you need to create a college space that's all you. Whether you're looking to add color with cozy bedding, organize your dorm with smart storage solutions, or find that perfect sleeper sofa for those weekend visits, IKEA has your college life covered. And verified college students get 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family. It's free and packed with rewards. So go grab your roommate and head to IKEA Oak Creek or shop online at ikea.us or the IKEA app.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want to take on the insurance company alone. Gruber Law Offices has the experience, the resources, and of course, the results. We know truck law. We know the rules and regulations. We know what it takes to win. Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's been very, very rough, I think is the nicest way to put that.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Go find somebody that can excite you and get your group ready, period.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Well, that's why you're not the GM.
On Kyle and Brust.
Joining us on Kyle and Brust, as you heard on the Yingling guest hotline, is Mark Tauscher. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. No Kyle Wallace, the producer of Wilde and Tausch. Jesse Nelson in for Kyle. Old T.
Old T.
Welcome to the show.
Best friends and twins.
Best friends and twins. You don't understand how much that hurts me.
When Jesse gets to wash your car in his Speedo yet? You guys got that worked out?
So, Tauschy, I messed up. I should have done it at the American Family Insurance Championship. I should have brought it after the broadcast to the Jesse Nelson party.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't. Well, you didn't go to his party, first off. That's probably the first thing that maybe set it off, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to go, and then I realized I probably should have gone just for making him, during his party, have to fulfill his punishment of washing my car.
Missed opportunity.
Well,
missed opportunity.
I'm already pinpointing American Family Insurance Championship 2027. And even if I'm not invited,
honest,
I'll show up.
I would have loved to do it today. It's 100 degrees outside. It would have felt pretty good out there having the hose washing your car a little bit. Feel good.
Well, who's stopping you?
Yeah, you go wash your own car and shower yourself with water.
Oh, God. Indeed. What are you boys up to today?
I'm going to take the rest of the segment.
You might want to. Old T, it's good to have you. Obviously, the reported hire of Sean Eichhorst to the Wisconsin athletic director position has been a topic of conversation. The way I'm trying to look at this from my lens is, obviously there's a past history of him being an athletic director, but I am of the belief that what you've done pre-NIL is almost hard to just be like, you can't just be like, oh, well, he failed then, he's going to fail now. That's my belief. I think it's a whole different era. So I'm looking at it through the lens more of, forget Nebraska, look at what he's done around a program that's raised a lot of money and had success at football. Is that a fair way to look at it?
Yeah, I think so. It's a new era, and obviously Sean has been very experienced, and it's not as if he's shut off, right? He's down at Texas, so you understand that the budget down there is probably a little bit different than what it is here, but I don't think anything is going to really change. His time at Miami and at Nebraska, you can look at it and say, well, I'm sure that it's going to get combed through pretty heavily once this news is official, if it is official. And it's a completely new era. We've seen a lot of coaches and administrators not want to deal with this, with all of the new rules and the new things that are in place. So, Sean obviously his eyes are wide open into what this is going to look like. And, to try to spin things in a positive way, Sean has been here. He's been, we found out this morning. I've known Sean. He was at the University of Wisconsin for a while with Barry, and he was at Whitewater. So he understands what this is all about. Now it's still going to come down to, I think the big question for anyone that was interested in this job was, how are you going to grow revenues? And the best way to do that is to be really good at football. And how you get really good at football is by having a lot of revenue so you can pay the players the going rate to get the best players here and have the coaches coach them up. And that's going to be the strategy that I'm sure Sean Eichhorst is going to need to do to be successful.
If during the Eichhorst era, say let's give a 4-year gap for this hypothetical. If every sport won a national championship but football never was above 500, would that be a success?
If football is never 500?
If football's never 500, but every other sport in the 4 years has found a way to a Final Four or a championship. Basically, is it just all based off football?
Jesse, play the audio that I sent this morning.
That's football.
You have the audio? I know you're not producing this show.
I don't have that. I got Jeff passing. Yeah.
Football wins. I saw you say football wins, and maybe I just was kind of teeing you up for the same answer, LT.
That's exactly. Well, yeah, and I wanted to, cross promote a little bit. Yeah, football is what matters. And I know that is, there's a lot of other sports, and we love the fact that there's a lot of success. But if we're just being honest, and Barry Alvarez said this, the only thing that has kind of stayed the same throughout all of this is that football runs the roost. And when you're going to be successful with all of your other programs, if football isn't and the revenues don't grow, you're going to have a hard time winning a national championship. It would be great. I think we all love our volleyball program, and it's getting to the point where it generates revenue and it's, filling stands. And there's a lot of great things that it's doing, but football winning is what typically keeps the lights on.
Tausch, if we were asking Barry Alvarez, would he say he likes Ike?
Hello, is this, are we on air? Or is that just, what are we doing here?
You are one impatient cat. I asked you a really fun question, and you wanted to make your hello joke, and you didn't even hear my line. That was really solid.
Okay,
you want to hear it now?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yep.
If we asked Barry Alvarez right now, would he say he likes Ike?
You just cut out on me. What did you say about Barry Alvarez?
Are you kidding me? This is so great.
No, legitimately, you just cut out on me. Right
I believe he did. It's just Jesse is having a hard time. I'm seeing his face turn red. His forehead's getting sweaty and shiny.
Is it because of you? Is he nervous that he has to perform in front of you?
I don't know. I don't know, but he's falling apart. I gave him about 30 seconds right there to recover.
Give him a beat.
Fire away, buddy.
Tausch, I can promise you a lot of things. I am not nervous about my performance around Brust.
Okay.
But so obviously football is important. Besides football, I'm not asking you the same question again. Besides football, what does the athletic director coming in, whether it's Sean Eichhorst or anybody else, what are they coming in and looking at beyond football that's going to be near the top of the priority list?
Let me guess, Tausch, revenues.
Yeah, I mean that's an easy answer, but I think just getting the entire department to see the vision about how you're going to do that, and have everybody in the same in the same mindset of this is what we need to do, because it's not that it's going to be a really hard job. I think we all know that, but what you need to do, everybody knows how to do it, or everybody knows what you need to do. It's how are you going to do it, because you're seeing other places continue to grow, and if you're not growing more than that, you wonder what Ohio State is spending. Figuring that out, and you're going to need to be there, because otherwise you're going to be in a position. And then the other part is you're going to need to continue to develop coaches. You're going to need to continue to make sure that you have the right people in place, and you're going to need to make sure that those coaches are developing the talent, because I don't know if it's realistic to think that we're going to be able to compete financially with the Ohio States. I think we can close the gap, but I look at this very similarly baseball. And the Brewers, if you asked the Brewers, you said you had to generate the same revenue as the Dodgers, you'd have no chance. But if you can, get talent, be really selective, be smart, and develop that talent, you see what the result is. And that is what I think Wisconsin needs to look at, that model figure out how they're going to grow revenue along with that and give yourself the best chance to be successful.
Mark Tauscher joining Kyle and Brust. No Kyle, Jesse Nelson in for Kyle on the Yingling guest hotline. Tauschi, if you had to break it out, and you're kind of hitting on this a little bit with that comp to the Brewers, maybe it's tiered, right, based off of like the amount of spend per team. For a team like Wisconsin, what % do you think needs to be success based off money spent versus coaching and developing?
Oh, great question. And I mean, I'm not going to hedge and give you I think it really needs to be 75% coaching and developing that talent because, like I just said, I think if you're banking on raising the obscene amounts of cash like a Texas Tech and some of these other places, I don't think you're setting yourself up for success. I think realizing and identifying your players that you want to keep here for a while and making sure that you can compensate them and then sprinkling in, I don't think it's going to be feasible to continue to go into the portal every year and have to go pay 37 or 38 guys and you don't necessarily know a lot about them. I think you look at how the Packers approach things and they spend in free agency, but you prefer to have guys that you've developed that you know that are productive players and you keep those players in-house and you sprinkle the free agency part of it. And I think that's something, unfortunately, we've not been able to do to the extent that we need to. And college, it's a lot trickier because you can't it's so year to year that you can't wait for 2 or 3 years for guys to develop. And that's the trick that the general manager and Luke Fickell and everybody else has to kind of balance.
Now you have me on this idea, Old T, of like, is there a way to Cooper Pratt it and Jackson Churio it and Luis Lara it from like early commits as juniors and try and lock them in through their sophomore year of college? I'm just going outside the box. I don't know if that works. It just got me thinking.
But the only thing is, I don't know if that's enforceable. I mean, that's the tricky part, and smarter people than me would be able to tell you that.
No, I know. You just got the brain churning. Jesse wants to wrap it up with you here.
Okay.
Tausch, one more from me.
I'm ready for him to wrap it up.
I'm good. Hope you can hear me okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
If Sean Eichhorst is in fact the hire, and if he is introduced here in the coming days, how does he win the press conference in his debut as the Wisconsin AD?
Well, I think the excitement of he being a Wisconsin guy, and then you factor in some of the ideas and how he is going to generate that revenue. And I think you have to be yourself in those things, but if you can share your vision for how you're going to get Wisconsin into that era, along with the development and the physicality and all of the things that we had heard in the past, but what are we going to do differently that's going to help us keep and bring in the high-priced talent that we're going to need to be successful?
Anything for Jelly and I, Tausch?
No, I think you guys it seemed like you had a lot of stuff to work through. So I'm going to let you guys figure that out.
I couldn't agree more, Old T. I couldn't agree more. But one thing I can tell you is we're going to have honest conversations, and that's what Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin does.
Always. No haggling.
No haggling. Straightforward pricing, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home, and they never use those high-pressure sales tactics. And I can speak from experience as the first floor of my home a couple years ago was a conversation about what we needed, where we were at. The windows were in our home for 80 years. I could barely open them. And then they introduced my wife to the idea of these hidden screens, and she loved that because she likes not having so much detail. It's like so simple. You can see the same way you look at the window on the inside is the same way you look on the outside. The front door has been amazing, which was like, all right, this back door, we let the dogs out all the time. It stinks. We got to do something about it. So we went to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin because they manufacture the windows and doors, and they also sell, install, and service them. So you know what to do. PellaWI.com. Real pricing, premium quality, and no games. PellaWI.com. That's PellaWI.com to get your free consultation. A local Wisconsin high school product, Cager Knipple, the brother of the Rookie of the Year runner-up Con Knipple for the Charlotte Hornets, made a big decision on where he's going to go to college, Duke University. I'm going to explain a story that happened last night when I saw Cager Knipple. Next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, play some defense on him or something.
You're asking the wrong person.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Why DIY your frozen pizza toppings when Screamin' Sicilian already went over the top for you? We're talking whole milk mozzarella, heaps of premium meats, a mountain of veggies. Screamin' Sicilian is frozen pizza stacked, no add-ons needed. Mamma mia! Screamin' Sicilian. So loaded with toppings, it's almost cheating. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section and taste what all the screamin' is about.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Commercial payments at Fifth Third Bank combine experience with innovation. Trusted to process more than $17 trillion in payments each year, Fifth Third delivers reliability at scale while continuing to push what's next. Named one of Fortune magazine's most innovative companies, Fifth Third builds secure, efficient, and forward-thinking payment solutions. Because commercial payments require more than consistency. They demand innovation that keeps money moving. That's commercial payments. A Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, live from the Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All Studios. Jesse Nelson is hanging out at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison remote production studio. Great background you got there, Jesse.
Sleep during that, did it look like I was falling asleep? I saw it in the YouTube comments. They said it looked like I was dozing off.
Wouldn't shock me. Maybe you were yawning. You did fall asleep, or didn't you do that at a Packer game?
I have fallen asleep at a Packers game, yeah.
I remember that being a big topic
sleep.
of discussion on Mouldy and Tausch.
Oh, sure was. Yeah. Beat
So
the
it
Washington football team that
it
day,
wouldn't
yeah.
shock me if that was the case.
This is usually my nap time. You know that, Ben.
Yes, it is. Or dog walking into nap time, because that dog has taken over the Nelson household.
He's a good boy.
Now, I mentioned that a local Wisconsin kid, the brother of Con Knipple, K2, who plays for the Charlotte Hornets, local Wisconsin Lutheran, high school product to Duke, to the Final Four, to Charlotte. There's 4 other brothers, and they're all very talented. There's been plenty of stories documented about the family. His dad, Con, all-time leading scorer at Wisconsin Lutheran College. His mom, Sherry, the all-time leading scorer at UW Green Bay. And Cager Knipple is heading into his senior year. And I play in the Knipples men's league. And it was funny because I was playing Cager yesterday. And I was sitting there 10 minutes before the game. I was just like, hey, man, like, when are you heading back on the AAU circuit? And he let me know, whatever date, I think like next week or something. I was like, I'm guessing like your plan probably is to try and figure out where you want to go before the season starts. And he paused and he's like, yeah. And it was a little weird because, like, I was like, I don't know what, like, not that, like, I didn't say, like, who are you committing to? I didn't ask, like, what's the NIL package? It was just like, when do you want to, like, know where you're gonna go? And then he kicks our ass because he's really freaking good. And then I get home, I get out of the shower, and he's committed to Duke. And I'm like, at this point, there's 3 left. There's 3. I need a scoop on Kyle and Brust. Like, you see, I think ESPN Madison, you guys have done this, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. We had Chris Davis Jr. came in and announced his commitment to the College of Charleston. He's since transferred a couple of times. He's on his way up. He's a very successful young college athlete. He announced his commitment here on ESPN Madison. We've got a couple of things in the works for some of the other great Madison area products who are getting ready to announce some of their intentions.
I'm the problem then.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to ask me that. I think you already knew the answer. Yeah, clearly the interaction. I would have loved to have seen this in person because there's 2 sides to every.
Well, he's
story.
a very quiet kid in general.
The interaction of you like standing over him as he's sitting on the bench, tying his shoe,
we
getting
were
ready
both
to go
sitting
play.
down before the game. Like it was very relaxed.
So you're towering over. You're trying to like peer over his shoulder to look at his
6'10".
phone. Yeah. And you go, so, you probably want to announce where you're going to go, right? And he just stares at you like, get out of my face, doofus. And he goes, yeah. Like, that would be
doofus.
a legendary. Yes.
You calling me a doofus is the richest thing in the entire world.
No, it's Cager Knipple calling you doofus. Because for all you know, the announcement may have even been up already. And he just thought you would have seen it by now because you're right there next to him.
Ben, I think we just unearthed something really scary.
What's that?
If Jesse is to Ben, that Ben is to Knipple. If you're the doofus in Cage's life.
Oh, wow.
And Jesse is the
I'm
doofus in your
a doofus to a
life.
17, 18-year-old.
I mean, that's how they look at things, right?
Yeah. You think the Knipple family goes home and they're sitting around the dinner table?
I can't believe
with
he's
their
still
bowls of
playing
mac
in this
and
league. It's
cheese.
free money.
Who is this guy? Do you listen to his show? He's such an idiot in the afternoons.
I'm pretty sure that K2, when they were driving around to games, would listen to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust on the team bus. So, yeah, you know what? That actually hurts my case even more. I probably am the doofus.
C-Cat's onto something here, Ben. I think they
C-Cat.
have a preconceived notion of you.
Jesse's my op. He's the con artist against me, and now the producer of Kyle and Brust is against me.
I'm just calling balls and strikes here. That's all I'm trying to do here.
It sounds like you could have kept that one to
I think
yourself as we're growing a relationship.
What are you going to do to rectify this? What are you going to do as the remedy? Like you have to develop a better relationship.
Well, the problem
with these
is
three younger Knipples.
I don't have cash to donate to the NIL fund specifically for the next Knipple to go to Wisconsin. So
isn't that one of their names? Isn't one of their names Cash?
That did confuse me.
Yes, it's Kinston is next in line. Then it's Cash, and then it's Kidman. Goes by Kid. So I'll be saving up, and maybe if I can provide enough money to the University of Wisconsin, it will allow us to have a commitment on air which will hopefully be to the University of Wisconsin, but who knows? I guess I have some work to do, as both Jesse and C-Cat told me. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
How does it feel to be the butt of the joke in the entire Knipple family dinner table?
If they're thinking about me, that's a problem, because they got a lot of good things going for them. A lot more than me.
I'm sure they do. They're talking about the league, I'm sure, when they're all playing in it, right? So they're all going home. Man, what do you think of that Brust team? Oh,
trash.
Have you seen that guy? He was past his prime when he was still a senior at school.
Well, what I do know is that actually ended up perfectly going into what is planned next, talking about how the doofus in me is probably because of what they've listened to on this show, which is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays, which Jesse Nelson, when he reads the questions, for some reason, I always do horrible. So
I'm already in your head.
Let's
You're
get caller
already.
number 10 at 800-990-3776. You will play me in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? C-Cat, what's the record? Is it like 10-10 and 5?
Yeah, you are sitting right at 500. Took a loss last week.
I know. I should have had a W, too. Should have had a W. 800-990.
Hope you've been enjoying your time above 500, Ben, because you ain't going to be there much longer.
800-990-3776. You're going to get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass if you don't know the answer, and you can come back to it, as Jesse Nelson will be reading the questions, and you will be answering to show the world how big of a doofus I am, or if I'm not. 800-990-3776. Let's go caller 10. C-Cat will get you on the other side. 800-990-3776. Are you smarter than Ben Brust? In 2 minutes.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, and beer fans, we've got something to cheer about. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. So whether you call it soccer or football, it's time to get your game plan ready as the world's largest soccer tournament returns to the USA. Stop by Discount Liquor to pick up a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra and score a free Michelob Ultra soccer koozie. At Discount Liquor, we stock over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, spirits, THCA, and non-alcoholic beverages, all at the lowest prices in town. From craft brews to hard-to-find whiskeys, we've got a lineup for you. So don't get caught off sides with an empty fridge. Stop into Discount Liquor and stock up before kickoff. Visit us in Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, or in downtown Waukesha at Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you tons of money in the meat department.
20-ounce Simply Potatoes, 2 for $5 or $2.59 each, or 1 pound Indiana Kitchen Bacon, $3.99.
Ikarama hot prices in the meat department.
Simply Potatoes, 2 for $5 or Indiana Kitchen Bacon, $3.99.
Enjoy these great prices in the meat department.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Jesse Nelson. That makes me not Kyle Wallace, who is off celebrating his marriage. Not Ben Brust, who is hiding out somewhere, likely cheating, in the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at ESPN Milwaukee. C-Cat's running the show. We've met each other for the first time today, and I think we're having a wonderful first hour so far, and it's going to get better right now because, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a star-studded edition of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. Don't put your life on hold to earn your degree. Build a schedule that fits your needs at lakeland.edu. Also sponsored by Geist Garage Doors, your local trusted garage door company for over 70 years. Don't think twice. Call Geist.
I love that both Lakeland University and Geist Garage Doors are both partners of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, because it just shows the popularity in how much everyone loves to see Ben make a fool of himself. Let's bring in our contestant for today's game, and it is none other. If we weren't in his head enough, we're going to be now. Ron in the Key gets a chance to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust today. Good afternoon, Ron. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Jesse. How are you?
I am wonderful. Are you still on a cruise in the middle of the ocean somewhere, or are you back stateside?
No, I am back. I am back stateside. Ben doesn't warrant calls from the ocean.
That's fair. Understood. All right, Ron. Have you played Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust before, and how successful have you been in the game if you have?
Sadly, I believe it's embarrassing to say I think we're tied, despite the fact that this game is my brainchild. I'm the one that came up with this.
Well, let's see if the inventor of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust can prove to, in fact, push Ben under 500 this season and to be smarter than Ben. Ron, are you ready?
I'm ready.
15 questions, you know the rules. 90 seconds, you can say pass. There is a slight delay with where my location is here in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison, so we're going to be lenient with how we get to the final question today. Here we go, Ron, in 3, 2, 1. In what year did the website Facebook launch?
Pass.
What item is the werewolf most afraid of?
Silver.
Who is the author of the Lord of the Rings series?
Tolkien.
Which president considered becoming a professional saxophone player before turning to politics?
Clinton.
What central mountain range runs from Maine down to Alabama?
Appalachian.
Finish this nursery rhyme. Ba ba black sheep.
Pass.
Robert Plant is famous for being the lead singer of which band?
Robert Plant. Led Zeppelin.
Who is the author of To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh, that's terrible. Pass.
How many eggs do hens typically lay in one day?
6.
Which German car brand's name translates to the people's car?
Volkswagen.
What is the least populated U.S. state? Counts if you get it.
Least populated?
Least populated U.S. state.
Alaska.
All right, Ron. Thanks for playing. We'll bring Ben back in here in a minute. C-Cat, should I say how many Ron got right here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got him for 6. A couple of passes in there. You have the same thing, C-Cat?
Yeah, I got him for 6 as well.
All right, so 6 spot for Ron, and now we will refrain from saying anything more as Ben Brust returns to the studio. Hey, Ben!
Howdy.
How you feeling about Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust today? You nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I just need to lock in and pull the knowledge in the depths of my brain out.
If you were going to say that you had a rival in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, who would you say that person is?
Everyone who calls in to try and beat me.
If I said the founder of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust was today's contestant.
Ron the Key did not create this. Oh, my God.
Ron in the Key.
It's been a
your
while
nemesis
since he
today.
was contestant. Wow.
I think it showed a little bit. Anyway, 90 seconds, 15 questions for you, Ben. There's a slight delay between our studios. I will not take that into consideration as we play this game. You ready?
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1. In what year did the website Facebook launch?
Oh, man. 2000.
What item is the werewolf most afraid of?
The moon.
Who is the author of The Lord of the Rings?
Pass.
Which president considered becoming a professional saxophone player before turning to politics?
Eisenhower.
Think about getting this one right. What central mountain range runs from Maine down to Alabama?
The Appalachians?
Finish this nursery rhyme. Ba ba black sheep.
Ba ba black sheep.
That's your answer?
Yes, go!
Robert Plant is famous for being the lead singer of which band?
AC/DC.
Who is the author of To Kill a Mockingbird?
I had to read it. Pass.
How many eggs do hens typically lay in one day?
30. These are impossible.
Which German car brand's name translates to the people's car?
Volkswagen?
What is the least populated U.S. state?
Rhode Island?
Who is considered the father of relativity?
Newton.
Jim Henson is the creator of which beloved cast of characters? I'll give it to you if it goes.
Jim Henson?
Yeah,
Cast
very
of
famous,
characters?
very famous cast of characters. Yeah, they are
Three
very
Musketeers.
famous. They have their own... No, you idiot. That was awful. Ron in the Key with a thrashing of Ben Brust. And Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University
That was
and
not
Geist Garage
fair.
Doors. Well done, Ron in the Key. Wow. C-Cat, what do we have for a final score there? It was a beat. That was like Cager Knipple going off on Brust last night in men's league.
I think Ben got tripled up.
Holy smokes.
What was it?
6-2.
Uh-huh.
Ron wasn't even good.
I didn't even know if I got any right.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jesse, he failed the math question at the end there, too. If I said tripled up and...
Ron.
Okay.
So the extra points off. Ron didn't even have that good of a showing, and he tripled you.
All right, get
in
to
the
the
scoring
questions and
column today.
answers.
My goodness. Oh, we're going to need to do a post-game press conference on this one, Ben. All right, let's review the questions. In which year did the website Facebook launch? Ron passed. Ben said 2000. Wrong. 2004. 2004 Facebook. What item is a werewolf most afraid of? Not the moon, although that is pivotal to a werewolf's being. Silver. Silver kills the werewolf, Ben. Who is the author of The Lord of the Rings? Ben, have you heard of J.R.R. Tolkien? J.R.R. Tolkien.
I wouldn't have pulled that.
Yeah, pretty famous. Pretty famous. Have you seen the movies?
No.
Okay. Which president considered becoming a professional saxophone player before turning to politics? Not General Dwight D. Eisenhower. Not the general. Ben, that was Bill Clinton. Pretty famous. Was on Arsenio Hall playing the saxophone.
He's pretty famous, all right.
You have you not seen, like, this was in your era. You never saw or heard of Bill Clinton playing the saxophone.
No. I've heard of
Really
other
not.
things
What
about
central-
Bill Clinton. Not about the saxophone.
Yep. A central mountain range running from Maine to Alabama. Congratulations, the Appalachian Mountains. Well done. Well done. Finish the nursery rhyme. This was my personal favorite today. It is not ba ba black sheep, ba ba black sheep.
That was indefensible.
What is it?
You're a father.
Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full.
That's not on the nursery rhymes that we sing before bed.
Robert Plant, Led Zeppelin.
I was close.
Led Zeppelin, Ben.
Yeah, you named.
Who is the author of? Yeah, that was a musical group. That was better than Baba Black Sheep. The author of To Kill a Mockingbird. I didn't know this one either, so I won't give you any grief for this. Harper Lee, the author there. How many eggs does a hen lay in one day? 1 egg. 1 egg per day from the old hen.
That's it? They got to work some more overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Which German car brand's name translates to the people's car? Congratulations, both Ron and Ben. Volkswagen. Bren, that's a good one that you got that one right there. The least populated U.S. state. I thought this was easy, and you both missed it. Ron said Alaska. Ben said, what'd you say?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
New Hampshire.
Wyoming. Wyoming, the least populated state. And the father of relativity, Albert Einstein. Ben. I forgot about the last one. Jim Henson is the creator of which beloved cast of characters? The Muppets. He created the Muppets. Have you heard of Kermit the Frog?
I have. I'm just going to take
Jim
that out.
Henson. Every time you watch the Muppets, there's a big signature opening sequence, and it's got the Jim
All right,
Henson
enough
signature.
of you. I'm
going to
tell you what Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is brought to you by, which is Lakeland University, Wisconsin's leader in personal, flexible education. Whether you're just starting college, finishing your degree, or balancing work and family, or realizing you maybe need more education after the answers you gave on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust like yourself, let Lakeland University help you earn your degree your way. Lakeland University, experience it your way. And, of course, by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit GeistDoors.com. And don't think twice. Call Geist. So basically, I got the mountain range because
Congratulations
there's not that
to
many
Ron
mountain
and the
ranges that I could have missed. And then I drive a Mercedes from Zimbrick European. Shout out to AP and the team at Rimrock Road off the Beltline. So those were the only 2 answers I got right because I would have heard that from a German car of Mercedes, so I had to go with the other one that I knew. Rough showing.
You poked the bear.
It's bad.
You complained about the ease of the questions last week, and you know what? You're facing the wrath of both Jesse and myself.
I faced it, and we're going to move on to something that Jesse and I both don't know the answer to. And we're going to, Jesse, we're going to team up to see if we can get this right. Pro Football Focus has been in business for 20 years now. They have a first and second team, all 20-year team. 4 Packers are on the list. Give us your answers at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line, and let's see if we can get this in one try on the other side.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
Somehow she still loves you. Still fascinating to me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have a crash on the ramp from 43 northbound the Rock Freeway to 894 eastbound in the Hale. The right shoulder is blocked right now. And then we've also got a crash on the off-ramp to 35th Street from westbound 94, so careful with that. And also, right at 35th Street, the right lane is blocked with this crash. So that's going to be causing some headaches. Delays now coming in from 27th Street all the way to to Holly Road. Eastbound from Holly Road, going to be slow to 35th Street. And southbound on 41, backing up from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol
How'd we do,
Drive.
C-Cat?
Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes. You earned it, they help you keep it. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast, an extreme heat warning still in effect until Wednesday night at 7 for all of southeast Wisconsin. Tonight, very muggy, mostly clear with a slight chance of storms to the north, a low of 77. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, hot and humid. Extreme heat warning until 7 p.m. with a high of 96. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Maybe your summer sounds like country. Maybe it sounds like rock. Maybe it sounds like pop or hip-hop. However your summer sounds, you'll find it at Summerfest. With hundreds of artists, great food, lakefront views, and unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone. Summerfest, Milwaukee's World Festival. 3 weekends, one incredible summer tradition. Get tickets and see the lineup at summerfest.com. That's summerfest.com.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Steinhoffel's Furniture and Mattress is celebrating America 250 with a huge sale for your home. Right now, save up to 30% store-wide, plus get a $250 MasterCard when you spend $29.99 or more. So whether you're shopping for a new sofa, bedroom set, dining room, or mattress, now's the perfect time to save big and bring home the styles you know you love. Celebrate the Steinhoffel's America 250 sale by shopping in-store or anytime at steinhoffels.com.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this. And Summit Credit Union's got you.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jen Latta. I've spent my career around athletes, coaches, and people looking for an edge. That's why I was so impressed when I visited Revival in Brookfield. From kickboxing-inspired fitness, Kaiser cutting-edge performance training, yoga, bar, Pilates, and a suite of recovery experiences that include red light therapy, infrared sauna, cold plunge, and contrast therapy, Revival is redefining fitness and wellness all under one roof. Limited Tier 1 memberships are now available while they last. Schedule a tour today at revivalbrookfield.com.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Jump now at ironjock.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If you're chasing big jackpots and nonstop excitement, Potawatomi Casino Hotel is your place to play. 2,600 slot machines. Played a bunch of them after the Friday night game for the Milwaukee Brewers. Miz pitched. Great. Played some table games, some slot machines. They got bingo. Stop by the sports book. Stopped by the kiosk. They have it all for you. Great food, and we will be there tomorrow. I'm Kyle and Brust. Ben Brust and Gabe Knights live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel. So you know where to go for all of the fun. It's Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Check them out.
If you go to play the Monopoly blackjack-themed game, make sure you play the bonus. I was there over Memorial Day weekend with a couple of friends, and my friend Corey did not play the bonus on the Monopoly game. He was dealt He was dealt pocket ace of spades, and then they flipped over an ace of spades. Would have won him like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That is so rare. Wow.
Yeah, the dealer said she's been working there 10 years. She'd seen it twice.
Well,
yep.
I wonder if she paid out the first, because she definitely didn't pay out the second. Ben Brust, and that voice is Jesse Nelson in for Kyle Wallace. On the Carbless Talking text line, I'm getting beat up about my performance on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? But even worse, TJ chimes in. It's amazing how much Ben and Jesse sound alike. I thought Ben was reading the questions. C-Cat, you brought something to my attention. Please share.
So I want to preface this with, sometimes in entertainment, you might fudge the details for the better story. Mm-hmm. This eyewitness account, an ear witness account, is not exaggerated in any sense of the word. During the break, Jesse talks into my ear, hey, how'd you think I did? And I talk to the button that talks to Ben ears, and I go, "Bet, what are you talking about? You did horribly." Not realizing that it was Jesse who was talking to me and not Ben who was
So
talking to
my
me.
worst fears are happening in front of my eyes.
And it's not even a bit. And it's not an exaggerated bit. It actually happened.
All right.
Oh, no.
See, Kat, just take this right now because I can't. I need to focus on something else. You brought something to my attention. I didn't look at it. I had Jesse not look at it. Tell me what we're trying to do together right now.
So Pro Football Focus, they rate players on their on-field performance, maybe more than you might see in a highlight reel. They dig into the data, the metrics, the successful pass blocking, the unsuccessful pass blocking, good routes run. They give you good numbers and metrics for that stuff, and they're celebrating 20 years of existing is Pro Football Focus. And to celebrate that, from 2006 to 2026, they ranked the best NFL players at every position over those last 20 years that PFF has been doing their thing. And I told you guys before the show that there were 4 Packers represented on the first and second teams of these best of their positions in the past 20 years. I didn't tell you who. I didn't lead you in any which way direction. And I wanted you guys to put your heads together. You know, brothers in arms.
Yeah. Me and Jesse.
Do your best.
Uh-huh.
See if you can get these correct.
Activity.
Yeah, we needed one of these, huh?
Uh-huh. All right, Ben, do you have any strong sentiments as to who may be on this list? Because I jotted a few names down, but I want to hear what you have to say first. You're typically smarter than me.
When I think of statistically, Aaron Rodgers has to be on the first or second team from 06 to now.
Right. I also had Aaron Rodgers. That was the first name that I wrote down. I think it's a no-brainer, and I would be shocked if he is not. The only reason he wouldn't be is if Brady and Mahomes, because it's only the top 2 at each position, right? So if Brady and Mahomes
Yeah, I
were
just wonder
ahead
where
of
the
him,
longevity played into this as well, but he was so good for so long that maybe that's part of it as well. Let's just go with Aaron Rodgers.
That is incorrect. Aaron Rodgers is not a first or second teamer all PFF last 20 years.
I don't trust PFF anymore.
It doesn't give anything
Well,
away.
I
I'll
mean-
tell you who did make that list. It was
who are
first
the
team,
quarterbacks?
Tom Brady. Second team, Peyton Manning.
They put Manning ahead of Mahomes. Interesting.
My next one that was a must-have was Woodson, Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson. See, there were a lot of good corners over time.
But if there's 4 Packers, he was a 5-time. Oh no, he wasn't 5.
So, you want to know what name I wrote down next?
Well, Devontae was what I wrote down next.
I did have Devontae written down. I did not have Charles Woodson written down, but I'm guessing he might end up being on this. I wrote down Mason Crosby.
I don't know about that. Justin Tucker in his prime was amazing.
Yeah, but it's top 2. I don't know.
I don't think
Tucker was better. I don't know anyone else.
Mason's not a top 2 kicker.
Over 20 years, he was pretty doggone good.
I don't think so. How many guesses? I know this isn't a real game, but are you trying to keep us in a number of guesses? Maybe 8 for 4 spots.
Let's do it.
I also wrote down David Bakhtiari.
I wrote down
on the
D-Bach.
offensive
He's a
line.
2-time first-team All-Pro, 5-time All-Pro. I think we go D-Bach as our next guest.
You want to do D-Bach second? All right, I'm ready to lock that in. Sure,
D-Bach,
good teamwork. I
final.
hope we got that right.
0 for 2.
Oh, no.
He is snubbed as well.
You idiot. Why would you say D-Bach? That's so stupid.
Is Ben talking to himself?
Devontae Adams. Ben said Devontae Adams earlier.
Adams.
I said it first. Devontae Adams.
All right. We're on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, my
See,
God.
you should start listening to me, Ben.
Yeah, 2 incorrect
All right,
guesses
Devontae
and
Adams.
1 correct
Yeah,
guess.
at the same time, and I cringed because it sounded so similar.
It was
How about
a barbershop quartet.
Ben, I know there's some recency bias in this, but Micah Parsons is really good.
Over the last 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been 4 or 5 for him, right?
Yeah.
But he's been
That
really
feels-
good when he's been in the league.
How many are at that position?
Let me go see. We're going linebacker, edge rusher. Let's see.
Edge rusher.
Edge rusher, I would assume.
We've got 4 at that position.
Oh, he could be one of the best 4 of the last 20 years.
Do you not like Charles Woodson here?
Yeah, sure.
He was a defensive player of the year.
He was really good. That's kind of in his
Woodson.
prime window. Yeah.
Hey
Charles
now, 2 incorrect.
Good choice. Good
2
choice.
correct. We're
So,
rolling.
Devontae and Charles Woodson. No Aaron, no D-Bach.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I
And
feel
Woodson was second team.
I feel like
made the
Clay
list.
wasn't. He was a really, 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 really great Packer. I don't know if he's like all 20-year team. Like Micah
Jordy
in 5 years has a
Nelson.
better shot at that.
Like, is there another wide receiver? Is it Jordy Nelson or Donald Driver was still around for?
I don't think
Greg
Donald would
Jennings was
be-
around for a good chunk of this.
Jennings was a 5-year
He was
span.
really
He was
good
really
for
good.
a
But
good
if anything,
window, yeah.
Jordy from their connection would probably be where I would go next. Are we missing any defensive players?
That's what I'm trying to.
Well, the hard part is when they won the Super Bowl, they had a really good defense, and that was the last time that they won a Super Bowl.
But a bunch of guys were hurt. Like Charles Woodson was kind of the anchor there. A.J. Hawk.
Since there's nothing at
No.
stake, I'm going to add some context. Their best years don't have to be with the Packers. They had to have played for the Packers in their career. These
Oh,
next 2
boy.
are
Josh
exceptionally
Jacob-
difficult.
That adds Josh Jacobs into the mix.
But
how about who's Jeff Saturday?
Oh my God, that is a crazy pull.
Jeff Saturday, based on that clue that C-Cat just gave us, he
gotta
was the
try
best
that.
center forever. Jeff Saturday.
No, Jeff Saturday, not.
What about
Might
Julius
have been just a
Peppers?
Oh, dang it. That's a yep.
Julius Peppers, no. I'll give you one more guess. I don't think you're going to get this.
You don't think we're going to get it?
No. I think we could be here for a while.
But, like, if it's an all...
Hang on.
How long
All
was
right.
this player a Green Bay Packer?
Let's see here. Brief. I got one that says briefly.
I mean, is it going to be like...
Is the third on the
who's
list someone we should know?
You should know their name, but I don't think that it would come to.
All
All right,
Is
it's a-
Jimmy Graham going to be one of them? That would be stupid if Jimmy
We've got a
Graham's on
nose
this
tackle,
list. Like,
and we've got a cornerback.
Tremont?
okay. Now, nose tackle.
Micah Hyde?
Kenny Clark?
I'm going to pull the
No.
plug on this because we're not making any
Oh,
progress.
boy.
This is no, insult to you guys. We've got nose tackle,
It is a
Damon
little bit.
Snacks Harrison, and we've got cornerback, Casey Hayward.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we could have
Would
been
never
here.
have
Casey
Yeah.
Hayward? Wait a gosh darn minute.
Gosh
Casey
darn?
Hayward is on Pro Football Focus's list of the best players of the last 2 decades, but Julius Peppers and Micah Parsons and Aaron Rodgers and David Bakhtiari are not.
You've got that
But
correct,
Casey
Jesse.
Blanken Hayward is.
On edge rusher
Also,
is a pretty hard race
Snacks
to win.
Harrison was here for like 2 minutes. I don't even know if did Snacks Harrison even play in a game for the Green Bay Packers.
That shouldn't
that
count.
That shouldn't even count.
You sent us on a wild goose chase that we were never going to finish.
There are no stakes. I think
Casey
no less of you guys.
All right.
Get out of here.
I was really excited for this. It ended up being not our fault, Jesse. Let's take that together as not our fault. Pro Football Focus may be under review as a trusted source moving forward. But what is a trusted source of great gear is Iron Jock. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of their biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Minimum purchase of $50 and you get 40% off amazing gear from Iron Jock. Excluding those clearance items and gift cards, whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up and built in Wisconsin. Now at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com. 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using that code ESPN40. That's ESPN40 at checkout, and you get 40% off anything over $50 at ironjock.com. Jeff Passan, MLB, writer, insider, all the things, joined Wilde and Tausch this morning. He had the pleasure of talking to Jesse before he went on air. We hit on Jeff Passan in the Brewers window next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Yes, I want to be a piece of meat. Yes. That is exactly what. Yes, does it boost my confidence? Absolutely.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We have a couple of issues out on the road. First of all, 94 westbound, right about at 35th Street. The right lane is blocked with a crash. There's also part of the crash also on the off-ramp from 94 westbound to 35th Street. So keep that in mind. It's going to be really kind of causing some headaches. We got delays coming in from about 20th Street all the way to that point, and then more delays right through the stadium to Hawley Road. Traffic is brought to you by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit GeistDoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an extreme heat warning is in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Very muggy tonight, mostly clear with a slight chance of storms to the north, a low of 77. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, hot, and humid. That heat warning is still in effect until 7 p.m. with a few storms to the north, a high of 96. Fireworks, live entertainment, golf, and lakeside fun await at Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan. Celebrate America's 250th birthday, June 26th through July 5th. Visit LakeLawnResort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
As we celebrate Independence Day in 250 years of American freedom, there's never been a better time to invest in the place you call home. Maybe it's that roof you've been meaning to replace, those drafty windows you've learned to live with, or that bathroom you've wanted to update for years. Whatever project you've been putting off, Exterior Pros and Baths can help. This Independence Day, you can save up to $3,000 on your next project. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
The cooler's packed, the sun is shining. The only thing left to do? Citrus back and relax with Carbless. Refreshing, ready to drink, and packed with bold citrus flavor, Carbless is the ultimate upgrade for every summer adventure, from dock days to bonfire nights. No mixing, no hassle, just crack it open and enjoy the moment. This summer, trade the stress for zest. Citrus back and relax with Carbless. Carbless, find your bliss at drinkcarbless.com.
Progressive provides protection for your boat and other outdoor vehicles so you can explore new things.
Oh, I can finally try pesto.
We meant like water skiing.
I've just never had pesto.
Or maybe take the boat somewhere new.
I mean, is pesto spicy or sweet? Oh, guess we'll find out, right?
Right. Bundle home or auto insurance with your boat, RV, or motorcycle and stay protected with Progressive while you explore.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for pesto.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
When it comes to your yard, reliability matters. Shop with confidence at the Home Depot and get 4th of July savings on Ryobi, the #1 cordless outdoor power brand. It's time to choose your power. Both the Ryobi 18-volt and 40-volt self-propelled mower kits are on special buy for an even lower price of $429 each, was $479. Ryobi's battery platform delivers the power, runtime, and dependability you need to tackle yard work with ease. Shop 4th of July savings on Ryobi outdoor power only at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid June 25th through July 8th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Enjoy Ozaki County's premier golf destination, The Bog in Saukville. Featuring 18 championship holes designed by legendary golfer Arnold Palmer, The Bog offers a golf experience unlike any other for all skill levels. But The Bog is more than just golf. It's the perfect setting for corporate events, weddings, and group outings. Our team brings every detail to life. Play the finest greens of Wisconsin, then enjoy a bite to eat in our restaurant or out on our new patio bar overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy The Bog.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. No Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust, and Jesse Nelson's hanging out in for Kyle. Can't trust Pro Football Focus based off their 20 years in first team, second team, all 20-year list. Jesse's mouth is moving, and I can't hear a word he's saying.
Oh, that's not good for anybody.
No, it's actually
involved.
great for everybody for a second there.
That's good for some involved.
Yeah,
Never
Willie
mind.
and Tausch had Jeff Passan on today as the Brewers found a way after being down 3-0 last night. Nice Terang shot to tie it up. And
Joey O
with a fantastic moment for him. By the way, not talked about enough in his home run last night. The fact that he went dead center on a slip. Remember when Contreras went to the ground and hit a bomb? I think that was out in Las Vegas Stadium.
Yeah, it didn't count because it was in Vegas.
Yeah, but like the fact that Joey O went dead center, kind of slipping, I was like, oh, man, it looked like he had a chance. And then it just kept going and going. I was like, oh, damn,
Terang and Joey O both going dead center for their home runs to tie the game and eventually win the game. That was awesome last night.
And I expect that from Terang because his opposite field in center field power is ridiculous at his size, and he's been in a little bit of a slump, so good to see him tie it up and the Brewers get it done because they don't have an off day in like God knows how long, 14 games in 15 days as of yesterday.
Yeah.
And they needed that I was like, you just can't have extras. You can't. You don't need to go through the bullpen even more than you already have. So it sets them up in a better spot today as they take on the Reds again. It's 6:40 at American Family Field. But Jeff Passan, MLB Insider, joined Wilde and Tausch this morning, and this stood out to me.
Skubal, it would be such a drastic deviation from standard operating procedure of the Milwaukee Brewers. I think they would really need to talk themselves into that. But generally speaking, being more aggressive, yes, and yes. You open a window so you can climb through it. You don't open a window so you can sit on the ledge and wonder what's going to happen if you jump. And whatever trades the Brewers make at this deadline, guys, there's a chance that they're going to come back on them and they're going to deeply regret it. But you're in a league where, Dodgers accepted. It is so very wide open. And I think the Brewers learned last year you need to go in as loaded as you possibly can. And if there's any year to do it, I think the year where Jacob Mizorowski's doing his best Bob Gibson impersonation and a year where so few teams seem to be legitimate contenders, that's the year to do it.
Do you think they are going to be aggressive, like Jeff Passan thinks that they should?
I'm starting to come around to the idea.
It just because, but really for the record, just because he started with talking about Skubal, it seemed as if the conversation was more about not just Skubal, but how aggressive they should be at the deadline, and he explains that as to why in his clip there.
So as the producer of Wilde and Tausch, I can tell you, Tausch asked the question about Skubal, and the impetus was, would the Brewers be more aggressive this year, knowing that next year there's all these labor negotiations going on and people are expecting there could be a potential lockout or strike, whatever you want to call it, next year, where the game could be disrupted. So should they go extra hard at trying to add pieces at the deadline this year? And that's what led to that great answer from Jeff with one of the all-time analogies. You know how much mileage we could get here on ESPN Wisconsin talking about Wisconsin sports teams that have opened their championship window and have sat on the windowsill like a pie instead of jumping all in to go for it? Like, that is the entire weeks of conversation last year when the Packers acquired Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys was all about, this is what all in looks like. This is what we've been asking.
I also
Goody
don't know if we
Ted
want to
Thompson
center
for
all of our
decades.
conversations around jumping out of a window as the comp, Jesse.
Well, I mean, what else do you open a window for? A breeze?
So, Jesse, when you see someone sitting on a windowsill and you're street level, jump!
Yeah.
Is that like the Nelson, I don't know, advice?
That's what I'm getting from it.
Yes, me too.
I was
Like,
kind of taken
what are you
aback by
waiting
the
for?
Passan thing there. Like, I get what he's
Why
saying.
are you guys assuming? What level are you assuming this window's on? When I hear a window open and you're jumping out,
this is a first floor window. This is a first floor window. That's how we are.
That's what I thought.
Moving forward.
So we're just jumping out to get out of the house if there's a fire. Or you're jumping out of the window to, I don't know.
Okay,
do
you know
whatever
what?
you do, jumping out of a window.
During a house fire, good advice.
Yes. Yes.
Well, sometimes. I mean, you don't always want to jump out of the window. Like there are some other. You want to check the handle of the doors to make sure it's not hot. If there's no smoke coming through, you got a chance to get out that way. And then sometimes the fire department has the safety net you can jump into if you're jumping out of.
This is why he's called the hall monitor.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, do
you see this?
I don't want to advise everybody. Have you never been to fire safety? Like, you're not supposed to jump out of the window instantly. Like, oh, fire!
What do you think you're Dwight
No,
Schrute
that's not
from the
how it
office?
works.
Are you gonna light some paper on fire and make us go through fire training at the offices?
No, I'm not. But maybe you should. Like, clearly, jumping out of a window should not be the first option nor the last option. It should all be situationally dependent.
So should
the
should the Brewers on the first floor with the window open jump out of it and be aggressive?
I think the argument about the kind of season that Miz is having, that Kyle Harrison is having, that a lot of these pieces have come together now for the second year in a row. At some point, you would think that the Brewers' pieces are not all going to line up as well as they have each of the last 2 years. They set a franchise record for wins last year, and they're well on trajectory to surpass that here in 2026.
I don't know about well on. They're on trajectory. They're pacing, but like again, just being where they're at right now, it's close. But I like to assume they get to triple digits.
One seam head to another, Ben. They're well on trajectory.
I'm feeling triple digits as well, Jesse. I'm feeling. Do you consider yourself a true seam head? Because you're the guy. You're the guy who was ready to can Murph. You know what?
Every time.
Save that. Jesse Nelson, you have said some outrageous things. And if you haven't heard Jesse on Pat Murphy, plus something else that he doesn't know that I have planned coming up next, you should not go anywhere. It's Jesse Nelson saying stupid stuff.
We're done talking about the window? We have more window.
We have the whole 414 hour at 4 as well, baby. The show's not over. Next.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
I don't know about you. I like to be gawked at, okay?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Looking for a better spot for your next team outing or client meeting? Welcome to Veer North, Milwaukee's upscale sports bar, designed for more than just game day. It's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Stroh. Veer North, located on Milwaukee's east side, your go-to for catching the big game, happy hour, or your next group outing. This is more than your average sports bar. Elevated food, craft cocktails, and a modern atmosphere. Perfect for off-site meetings and entertaining clients. And when the game's on, you've got the best seat in the house. Veer North, Milwaukee's east side destination for business and game day alike.
Life's better under a roof. At Grimal & Associates with American Family Insurance, we know home is where your life happens. Whether you're settling in, renovating, or simply enjoying the space you've built, your home deserves coverage that is tailored to you for what life brings next. Contact Grimal & Associates Insurance at 414-332-0838.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Enjoy Wednesday Night Live, presented by Beatbox at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park this Wednesday with The Toys. Enjoy live music with friends and family. It all starts at 7 from the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park this Wednesday with The Toys.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA your first stop for everything you need to create a college space that's all you. Whether you're looking to add color with cozy bedding, organize your dorm with smart storage solutions, or find that perfect sleeper sofa for those weekend visits, IKEA has your college life covered. And verified college students get 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family. It's free and packed with rewards. So go grab your roommate and head to IKEA Oak Creek or shop online at ikea.us or the IKEA app.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse, or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
College students, and attention parents of college students as well, because if you're moving into a new apartment or creating a new vibe in your college living, make IKEA your first stop for all of your college living needs. Adding color with cozy bedding, organizing your dorm with smart storage solutions, or finding that perfect sleeper sofa, IKEA has your college life covered. Verified college students get 15% off. That's 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family, and that's free and packed with rewards as well. In Madison, you have IKEA at 2 Madison pickup points at the University Bookstore on State Street and the Beltline. You can order your favorite IKEA products online and pick them up as soon as the next day for absolutely free for IKEA family members. So start shopping smarter at IKEA.us or the IKEA app. And again, IKEA Family is free to join. Check out IKEA. We'll dive deeper with more time in the 414 hour at 4 on Kyle and Brust here with Ben Brust and Jesse Nelson. But for those who are unfamiliar, like C-Cat, who's running the show with Jesse Nelson, he needs to know everything he needs to know about Jesse Nelson. He's going to learn on his own, but this is a highlight of Jesse Nelson from May 20th of last year.
I brought this up on Saturday, and some of our teammates, we were out at a little event. We were all golfing the other night and at like the range place. I'm not suggesting this. But when I brought this notion up, I got death stares, like, how dare you? And I don't think that's reasonable. How long do we give reigning NL Manager of the Year, Pat Murphy, to figure this thing out before we start to question him the same way we question Fickle, LaFleur, Doc?
97 wins, a franchise record, an NLCS appearance, and 3 8+ game win streaks. Have you ever said anything more dumb?
No.
That, like, number one, hands down.
I stand by at the time, because the night that I said
this,
this,
put him in the conversation of those other coaches after he won NL Manager of the Year in May of a baseball season. You call yourself a seam head?
He's lasted longer than Doc. We'll see about the other two.
You're just the worst.
The night that I said this was the legendary WTMJ Cribbage Board giveaway night, the greatest giveaway in the history of Brewers giveaways. The Brewers got shut out by the Minnesota Twins. They were in 4th place in the NL Central. They were a bunch of games under 500. They couldn't hit. They couldn't pitch. They had a bunch of guys hurt. Ricky Weeks was on the staff, which everyone believed was the manager in waiting, and that Murph was just like kind of the older veteran presence who was going to help bridge the gap from when Counsell left until Ricky Weeks was ready to take over.
Now he's having back surgeries and coming back and making sure the team gets rolling again, having stern
Ricky
conversations
Weeks isn't even
about
on
their
the coaching
at-bats.
staff. Ricky Weeks said, well, I'm not replacing this guy anymore. I better go find something else to do. Like, it's amazing the turnaround that team had from the night that I said that in the middle of May last year to where they are, where they finished last year and where they are today.
Credit.
It's amazing, and you're welcome for lighting the fire that needed to be lit for the team that proceeded to sweep the Boston Red Sox, I think the series right after that, after I said it, and proceeded to set a franchise record for wins and be the best record in baseball in the regular season and advance to the NLCS and be right in contention as one of the top teams in baseball again this year, as we heard Jeff Passan dissect earlier today on Wilde and Tausch.
So believe it or not, Jesse, what we're about to play next, I actually think is like I've laughed so many times just saying this out loud randomly. C-Cat.
So I saw the Pat Murphy one coming. I have no idea what this is that you're about to do.
I'll explain how C-Cat's going to get involved because you don't know what's happening. If what I say next would give it away. C-Cat, play one of my favorite Jesse Nelson videos of all time.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson, and I'm the Big New Yorker. Today we got the Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut, like Freddie Peralta, going to the Mets, Big New Yorker. Also, regular pizzas, and breadsticks, and wings. It's all great, thanks to Pizza Hut.
I love that one so much. You may bother the hell out of me sometimes, but I will watch that video randomly and just start laughing out loud.
But we got to get rid of Peralta at the deadline. This guy's a bum.
I like Freddie
They
Peralta.
said this was going to be certified ace, Freddie Peralta. Guess what? He sucks now. What are we going to do about that with the Mets? David Stearns, hot seat, huh?
The Big New Yorker.
That went Boston. That went Boston at the end there,
Boston
Jesse.
very quick. So C-Cat, you're
So
from
I-
he's from
yeah,
upstate New York, but he's been you've been in Florida, you've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Did he nail the big? Because I think he actually nails the Big New Yorker.
It was insultingly accurate. Is Jesse
from a
Nelson?
Midwestern guy,
Oh my god!
From Jesse Nelson.
Is it that easy? Like, Jesse, is this a talent of yours?
Give me the Big New Yorker
So,
one more time. I need it. I need it more than I need air.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson, and I'm the Big New Yorker. Today we got the Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut, like Freddie Peralta, going to the Mets, Big New Yorker. Also, regular pizzas, and breadsticks, and wings. It's all great, thanks to Pizza Hut. Hey!
It's the Big New Yorker.
I love our friends at Pizza Hut, the official pizza of Prep Media.
By the way,
on ESPN
Pizza Hut
Madison.
on Instagram, like the main account, they commented. And I was like, oh, made it even better. I'm Ben Brust.
The key to the accents, you find an anchor word, and that's like your base. So Yorker is the base, and then you can base it breadsticks. It all comes from Yorker.
Regular pizza.
And breadsticks. Freddie
right.
Peralta.
I'm Ben Brust. That's the Big New Yorker, Jesse Nelson. He'll be back with me on the 414 Hour at 4. Jim, Matt, and Molly in Madison. The damn sports show in Beaver
Molly
Dam.
and Jim, actually. Molly and Jim. Name of
Sorry,
that show.
I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I'm thinking about my base word.
Get with the times. We got a new show. It's called Molly and Jim on ESPN Madison, 4 to 6 after this one.
We're back in 2 minutes. Ben Brust and the Big New Yorker. Don't go anywhere.
It's a bit backed up along southbound 41 from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound slow from Mayfair up to Hampton. Westbound 94, we had that accident at 35th Street. Right lane still blocked with that. And then on the eastbound side, we've got a crash right at Mitchell Boulevard. That one's off on the right shoulder at least, so you should be able to get past it. However, delays are there. Westbound's backed up from 20th all the way to about Hawley Road. More backups right past Moreland Road to Calhoun. Eastbound slowing down from Highway F through the Barker Road area, back on the brakes from 70th Street to 35th. Traffic is brought to you by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit GeistDoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an extreme heat warning is in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Very muggy tonight, mostly clear with a slight chance of storms to the north, a low of 77. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, hot, and humid. That heat warning is still in effect until 7 p.m. with a few storms to the north, a high of 96. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The biggest sporting event in the world, and a superior light beer to match it. From the pitch to the pour, Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy Michelob Ultra while watching FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo Milwaukee, Social House Menominee Falls, Nomad World Pub Milwaukee, and Three Lions Shorewood. Michelob Ultra, enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
This is Marquette basketball head coach Shaka Smart. You're listening to the home of Golden Eagle basketball, 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
If you're not in Beaver Dam or in Madison, if you want to talk LeBron or college athletics or maybe even some soccer, then you're in the right spot. It's the 414 Hour at 4 on Kyle and Brust. Huh? How about them apples?
The Boston accent strikes again for the 414 Hour at 4 on Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, and of course the ESPN Wisconsin app. Now, I take it you didn't toss us from 100.5 ESPN yesterday to the ESPN Wisconsin app on 94.5 during the 414 Hour at 4?
No, that did not happen.
Well, I want you to take a listen to some effort that you gave in the past. I think for reference, CCAT, after we had just heard from Jesse, we should probably hear from Kyle Wallace, who's off, and Jesse Nelson's filling in for. You can hear Jesse on Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. This was Kyle Wallace introducing Kyle and Brust.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on K&B.
That's called swag, that's called confidence, and that's called delivery. Jesse, you tried this. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. This was right before the new year, I believe. It was you
Around
and me.
the holidays sometime, yeah.
And you gave it a shot, and it was the worst shot attempt ever, but you gave it a shot.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Anything to say?
No, I don't. I found out I was going to be doing that like 30 seconds before, had no preparation time. Props to CCAT, great producer of this show, by the way. Gives me the heads up. By the way, you're going to be bringing us in here to start the hour. I had a nice little preparation time here to get in the right mindset to do it. Also, by the way, I don't know if you know this, I live here in the Madison area, so I don't get... It's the 414 Hour at 4! That was pretty good. I was going for like the fat drunk guy in the bleachers at a game, and I think I nailed it.
What,
pretty
the
good,
guys who
actually.
bring in the pasta and all that?
Yeah, like those guys. Yeah,
You're not
like
bad.
wearing the shirts
Another
that don't
fun
quite
fact,
cover the belly all the way. Yeah.
For CCAT about Jesse Nelson is the entire city of Mugwanago hates Jesse Nelson.
That is true, and I hate the entire city of Mugwanago, so it's a mutual
Mutual
feeling.
beef. Mutual beef. So we
I mean,
were
what
having.
do you want? I'm from Muskego. I'm from Waukesha County. I'm not going to be able to do the 4-1. I'm from the 262.
It's the 262
I cannot
hour
do
at
the
4.
4-1-4 hour the way I can't do the way that Kyle does it. I can't do it as well as you do. I don't know how long CCAT's lived here, probably a month and a half, and he can probably do it better. Look, I'm born and raised in Muskego, Wisconsin, and I don't know how to introduce the 4-1-4 hour. I think today I nailed it.
I think, by the way, the Boston accent intro for the 414 today was on the big New Yorker level of entertainment for me. Now, we were having a conversation that got so rudely interrupted by figuring out what you do when the window's open. So Jeff Passan, MLB insider for ESPN, joined Wilde and Tausch, and he talked about how there's an opportunity for the Brewers here because of the openness of the MLB outside of the Dodgers for them to get aggressive at the trade deadline. And my whole thing is I want you to answer the question I asked yesterday, first and foremost, Jesse. In order of importance to you, bat, starting pitching, relief pitching, put those three in order on what you would like to see.
Relief pitching, big time number one. I have been saying since early May that is the spot of this team that I think is weaker than it has been in years past. And no matter how good your lineup is, no matter how good your starting pitching is, in the playoffs, if you don't have dependable back-end bullpen, now it doesn't have to be like, you don't need 8 guys who are dependable out of the bullpen. We all understand there are certain roles that Chad Patrick and guys like that have to play over time. But you cannot have uncertainty about the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. And Jared Koenig coming back, bless his heart, I don't think that's the answer for what the Brewers need to solidify the back end of the bullpen this season. You can tell, and you've been able to tell since early in this year, Trevor McGill and Abner Uribe are not as good as they were last year. They are not as dependable as they were last year. You're not watching that.
Trevor McGill has been great. Basically since the first month of the season. He has turned it around. He has found the fastball velocity, and he showed it again last night. Like I don't know why you're so caught up in the Uribe.
Oh, great! He got a save
thing.
Last night. Like
no, it's not
Uribe
just last night. Over the last 2 months, he has been better than he has been to the start of the year. Not only was it save opportunities blown, it was tie ball games that he blew. I saw all that, but Murph talked about on the On Deck show yesterday with Lane Grindle asking questions about the bullpen specifically. And he talked about how Uribe and McGill have been awesome for this team the last couple of months, getting back to their true form that we knew them last year to be. So although I think the relief pitching conversation is a conversation to have, I think you're off on writing those guys off.
I'm
that
not
being
saying
said,
they suck, for the record. I'm not saying they suck.
I'm not
They're
saying
just
you
not
are.
They were. But it's a credit to how good they were last year that I feel like they're not as good as they have been.
But also,
that's a good thing. Go get somebody that can bolster it even better.
It's also a good thing that they struggled early and they're finding their footing right now and hope to continue that based off what you've seen. You should have more faith that they will. It's also the Brewers. It's the pitching lab. They find a way to bring guys in and make them successful. The other thing I want to add about the whole relief pitching thing is I agree. I think you should get a relief pitcher. I don't have it like number one. Like I wouldn't put that as my number one need because of the fact that they have started so many different pitchers that have had such great stuff. Now, putting it together consistently in a starting rotation spot is something that's tough to do for some of the youth of these guys. Like Sproat has great stuff. You talk about Logan Henderson, who's likely going to rejoin this team after the All-Star break. If they bring in a starting pitcher, I'm not saying Skubal, but if they bring in another one, then you have all these options of like Sproat, Robert Gasser, Logan Henderson. Those guys can become relievers in spots as they did with Miz and Chad Patrick. Chad Patrick was really good out of the bullpen in the playoffs last year. He's had his struggles here and there, obviously, in this season. But like that's where
Mostly here than there.
Yeah, mostly. You're right. But what I would say is, if you can get more of an A-type bullpen player, not the B guy, like somebody who's going to be someone you rely on in high-leverage situations, but you got to get DL Hall back healthy because he was great before he got hurt. So I think there's plenty of options. And our guy Luis chimes in, based off the way that Jesse Nelson has talked on Kyle and Brust today, it seems like he hates the Brewers, and that's the vibe that I get as well.
I do not. No. First of all, we played a clip from middle of May last year when they were in 4th place and bad. The Brewers have been fantastic this year. I love the Brewers. I love what Jeff Passan was saying about the Brewers this morning. I'm excited that there's actually World Series potential again for this team in a golden age of Brewers baseball as it continues. The thing about that's a long way for you to go vehemently disagreeing with me to say ultimately you agree that they should go add.
Well, I just don't like the way that you went about it, calling out McGill and Uribe, who the manager has talked about being so much better the last 2 months.
They're not as good as they were last year. They're still really good. They're just not as good as they were last year.
There's still so much season left for you to be drawing a conclusion on two guys that were awesome last year, one being an all-star and one that was an all-star pitching like that again for the Brewers.
Here's the Micah Parsons style move would be going to get Skubal. And you would be mortgaging a lot to go and get him. Of course, we know a lot of the names of the prospects that are coming up and all these guys that are expected to emerge as major league talent in the coming years, from whether single A to triple A, wherever they are now, they're going to be great players. If you were to add Skubal to the rotation, just play along, suddenly this is a team that goes toe-to-toe with the Dodgers as a rotation in a 4 or 7, in a first of 4, best of 7 game series.
You're gonna say there's no such thing as a 4-game series.
I said first to 4, best of 7. Shut up, Ben. If you got Miz and then you got Skubal as your 1-2, and those guys become your Ohtani and Yamamoto, where they can pitch, especially if you're in a do-or-die situation. They can go 5 games of the 7 in a series. And then you got Brandon Woodruff as your guy that can spell some time. You got Kyle Harrison as your 3. That would be amazing. Gasser and Sproat can go to the bullpen, come in for some long leverage inning situations, and then we're talking, okay, if it's Koenig, McGill, Uribe in any given order based on the matchups down the stretch, if you got those starters that are going once or twice through the order, and then you've got some of these starters that go to the bullpen in the postseason that come in and fill that role, that is starting to feel like people are going to look at the Brewers the same way they look at the Dodgers, like, holy smokes, we don't want to face that in a playoff series. That would be jumping out the window. That would be pushing your chips all in. Use whatever analogy you want. That suddenly, my mindset has changed, where I thought the Skubal move was never going to happen. I thought it was a ridiculous notion a month ago. Now, as I look at this, I see where the Brewers are in the landscape of the National League and what they could do to push themselves to potentially go over the top and to make the move that franchises around the league would be desperate to make. They can do it. And so, how fun would that be?
For the record, as crazy as it sounds, I'm not saying that this should happen. I'm saying that all-in would actually be, like, true all-in would be trying to get Skubal and going to get a bat. The problem is the bat market doesn't seem that as wonderful, especially at the position of need that they have at third base specifically. So I don't foresee that happening. I'm just saying that would, to me, be the definition of going all-in, is trying to get the bat and the pitcher. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would like
Let's talk about the bat for a second.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about the bat for a
Go
second.
ahead. Go ahead, Jesse. Talk about the bat.
You do that to Kyle all the time, so it's okay. So they don't hit home runs. They don't hit a lot of home runs. That's the kind of their thing. They manufacture a lot of runs. That's Brewers baseball. That's why they have these big crooked and these crooked numbers all the time, because they manufacture runs. They sacrifice bunt. They go first to third. They steal bases better than anybody. Like, that is the identity of the Brewers. So for everyone who wants to say, well, what they really need to contend in the postseason is a big bat that can get you a clutch home run, that can hit you a 2-run dinger, a 3-run bomb in a big situation in the postseason. Last year, that was true. They scored all 3 runs in the NLDS Game 5 against the Cubs via solo home run. The majority of runs scored in the postseason via the home run. So that is true in the playoffs. You need to have a bat, and you need to have consistency with guys that can step up to the plate and hit a ball over the fence. And I would say entering play today on June 30th, I don't think they have a dependable home run hitter who I say, okay, if it's the 7th inning, I want that guy up at the plate because he's got the best chance to go yard. So in that sense, I'd be interested in looking at the market and seeing if there's a power-hitting right fielder or a third baseman that would fit the plans. What say you, fellow Seamhead Ben Brust?
Well, I think you're being a little unfair because what Jackson Chourio has done coming off of injury in that whole month of June was nothing short of special, especially, again, considering how young he is, but continues to be an absolute beast. So, there are some players I feel confident at the plate. I just don't think there's enough of them in that specific scenario you're talking about because you don't get to choose who you put at bat in moments that continuously pop up where you need important hits. And obviously, it almost felt like I know Joey had a big moment last night for his home run, but it was the holy cow, the bases are loaded. Holy cow, why has Joey Ortiz happen to always come up when the bases are loaded? That's what it seemingly felt like. But here's the thing. I understand, and I can't get inside the head of Matt Arnold, and I'm not a general manager for a reason. The only thing I push back on is when you haven't won a World Series since 1982, and you have the number one farm system in all of baseball, there are prospects that you want to have as untouchable, right? The Mades, do you consider
Cooper Pratt, I'd say.
Well, he's already signed.
Luis Lara's already signed.
I consider the guys that they've signed as guys that they're going to want to have under team control.
So like Andrew Fisher.
Andrew Fisher,
would
though.
be
I think Jet Williams is somebody you can move because you have 18 million guys at the same position. But is that going to be good enough? And does somebody bite on a Sal Frelick? If I had to throw a name in there that is a Gold Glover that has struggled against lefties, so he's really only a spot guy right now. Jake Bauers continues to find ways as he bats .245 against lefties is respectable, so you can play him a little bit more consistently. He does lead the team in home runs. That's a guy that comes to mind. Now, I'm not saying those guys are good enough to get Skubal. You probably would need to throw a hell of a lot more, and that's a lot for rental. The great news is Matt Arnold's going to show you how serious he is by his actions, by the deadline, and all the conversation that you had about this window with Jeff Passan on Wilde and Tausch. We're all going to find out what the move is because I know what move was telling about the direction that the Brewers wanted to go a specific season is the year they moved Josh Hader. The clubhouse was shook. They're not going to sell. They're going to buy. It's just how much are they going to buy? Are they going to try and buy the mansion? Are they going to try to buy the really nice house? Are they going to try and buy just a good neighborhood, good investment? They're going to get a good return just based off what they're trying to accomplish. How much are they going to buy? I don't know. You don't know. But we are all going to find out together.
Isn't it funny how this conversation mirrors so many conversations we've had over the last 2 decades about the Green Bay Packers?
It's the opposite of the Bucks,
draft
who
and
we've
develop,
talked about.
go all in.
Yeah, the Bucks leveraged everything.
Away.
And the Packers are very similar, and that's how in those two markets they are able to continue to find success. But getting over that hump of trying to win a championship, it's been since 2010 for the Packers and obviously since never for the Milwaukee Brewers. So what happens? What do you want at 800-990-3776? Because a lot of people are vocal about not wanting to mortgage prospects for Skubal. Then what do you want then would be my question to you. Ben Brust, Jesse Nelson, who's in for Kyle Wallace. Got a whole lot more for you. Is LeBron going to team up with Giannis? And I'll tell you why that would annoy me. Not from a LeBron standpoint, a little bit more from a Giannis standpoint. Not that he I'll explain on the other side. It would probably make me mad.
Heck of a teaser,
yeah.
buddy.
Yep. I will get to that next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Eleanor Roosevelt and Franklin D. Roosevelt.
They were kissing cousins?
They were cousins. You know that?
But were they kissing?
They were married.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Eastbound 94, right at Mitchell Boulevard, the right shoulder is blocked with a crash, so we are seeing delays coming in from 70th Street all the way through that area, all the way to 35th Street. The westbound side backed out from 27th to Hawley Road. More delays then from Moreland Road to Calhoun. Also eastbound delays from 164 all the way past Barker Road. Southbound 41, watch for delays from just before Appleton Avenue down past Capitol, and northbound is slowing down from Mayfair Road up to Capitol. By Buying a home? Apply for a stress-free mortgage from Great Midwest Bank and experience your state of banquility. Visit greatmidwestbank.com, your equal housing lender. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an extreme heat warning is in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Very muggy tonight, mostly clear with a slight chance of storms to the north, a low of 77. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, hot, and humid. That heat warning is still in effect until 7 p.m. with a few storms to the north, a high of 96. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Maybe your summer sounds like country. Maybe it sounds like rock. Maybe it sounds like pop or hip hop. However your summer sounds, you'll find it at Summerfest. With hundreds of artists, great food, lakefront views, and unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone. Summerfest, Milwaukee's World Festival. 3 weekends, one incredible summer tradition. Get tickets and see the lineup at summerfest.com. That's summerfest.com.
Best time of the year, it's patio season. Hey, it's Alex Strofe, and no better place to soak in patio season than Veer North on Milwaukee's east side. Veer North brings the energy with a spacious patio, elevated food, and craft cocktails perfect for summer nights. Headed to a game? Start here and hop on the shuttle straight to the ballpark. Same goes for Summerfest and all your favorite festivals, pregame, postgame, or stay for the whole night. Live music, great vibes, and a menu that goes way beyond the basics. Veer North is not your average sports bar. Veer North, Milwaukee's go-to for summer fun.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Just got an awesome picture from daycare on this very hot day. My daughter's enjoying the water table, running around, because she loves to swim. And the Princeton Club in New Berlin has a pool. So if we want to go get a workout as a family, we can drop her off at the free childcare with our membership, get our workout in, and then take her to enjoy the pool and all the great things that the Princeton Club in New Berlin has to offer. Because if you're looking to grow in 2026, there's no better way to grow than having an awesome club that will cheer for you all the way. When you walk in, you'll feel the energy. When you see people getting better, you're going to feel that energy and want a little bit more of it yourself. And the best way to grow in 2026 is to have a healthy foundation. And when you have that healthy body, the rest of your growth will go from there. So check out the Princeton Club in New Berlin for a better tomorrow. Ben Brust. No Kyle Wallace. Jesse Nelson is the treat that you get today. in the 414 hour at 4. Now, there's a couple things here. Obviously, Giannis is now a member of the Miami Heat. LeBron James today, what a wild NBA offseason. But LeBron James is letting the Lakers know that he is not going to return. This is what Shams Charania had to say today about LeBron.
Out of all the contenders around the league, teams expect the Warriors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, all to emerge as among some of the suitors for LeBron James.
Golden State, Miami, Cleveland. Then I open up Twitter. Dave McMenamin chimes in to the conversation. LeBron has instructed his agent, Rich Paul, to gauge league-wide interest and come back with options before making his decision. So it sounds like he's open to every team, which we know is incorrect because he said he never wants to travel to Milwaukee, and I think, was it Memphis? Milwaukee and Memphis were places he never wanted to go to. So the idea that Giannis, who's Mr. Milwaukee, except for the fact that he left Milwaukee to go play for the Heat, I think it's more basketball reasons than actually the city itself, because it's home to him. If he teams up with LeBron James, the person who hates Milwaukee, that would feel yucky to me. Absolutely disgusting. LeBron and Giannis in Miami on the same floor after Giannis leaves his home to go to South Beach and LeBron returning to South Beach to play with Giannis and Bam, and he hates Milwaukee, this would be a slap in the face.
Why are you saying South Beach so funny? South Beach?
South Beach?
If it goes down to South Beach? You don't actually believe that.
I do. I absolutely do. He can't team up with somebody who hates Milwaukee when he just left Milwaukee and supposedly loves Milwaukee.
This is what's wrong with the world these days. Instead of
this is what's wrong with the world. This?
Yeah, this is a epitome of what's wrong with the world. We have two people who view something very differently and disagree with each other, and the rest of the world wants them to be nowhere near each other so they can't talk about it. Instead, think about the possibility of LeBron teaming up with Giannis in Miami, and it's LeBron's farewell tour in the city where he had the most success in his career, in his prime back in the day, trying to bring them one last championship with Giannis as one of the stars that's going to lead it into the future, and Giannis can tell LeBron about all the great things about Milwaukee. He could say, LeBron, you don't know all about the lakefront. You don't know about Summerfest. When we go back, I'm
sure
show
LeBron
you the
will be
lay of
going
the
to
land.
Summerfest.
You're going to hang out at my place when we're staying there for the road trip in December, and I'm going to show you a good time.
I don't know
in
what
Milwaukee,
you're trying to
and
do
I'm gonna
here.
Change your way.
Him trying to change his mind about
perception.
Milwaukee doesn't change the fact that if LeBron does go to Miami, which I do think is more unlikely than likely, it would be really crappy if Giannis won right away and it was with LeBron, who hates Milwaukee, and Giannis left Milwaukee and he's now in Miami. It just would suck. It would really be a gut punch considering where the Milwaukee Bucks are in terms of how they have to build up their franchise literally from scratch right now. Literally from scratch.
I don't mind if Giannis has success in Miami. He will forever be remembered in NBA circles as a Milwaukee Bucks legend.
You can't tell me it wouldn't be yucky, though, teaming up with somebody on the farewell tour if they were to get it done.
One of the reasons why I was okay and content with Giannis moving on at this point of everything was the legacy is set. Jim Paschke said that when he joined us on Willie and Tausch last week after the news broke. His legacy is set. We know what the book is written on Giannis as an NBA superstar. Multi-time MVP and propelled the Milwaukee Bucks to league prominence and a championship in 2021. That is going to be his legacy. And then it might be an extra footnote like Tom Brady in Tampa. It could be an extra footnote. And then he went and won one in Miami also. That could be how the story ends, but it's not going to be the majority of the story. Now, if LeBron goes to Miami and they win one and then it's LeBron's farewell, then there is this other wrinkle to what that legacy starts to look like because of the attachment to LeBron. I see where you're coming from there. Overall, when I saw this news today, aren't you just kind of sad as like Kawhi Leonard's going to get traded to the Raptors and LeBron is going to be available for one last ride with either one of his former teams or for Golden State, which would be ridiculous. But it doesn't have the same juice for me as a fan of sports because the Golden Age is over. Like, it just doesn't hit the same as when the Bucks had Giannis, and they're in contention in postseason talk every year about, how would they match up if LeBron's in Cleveland, or would it be good if LeBron goes to the Western Conference, and what does that free up for the Bucks' pursuit of a championship? And there's just not that vision anymore, and it's sad.
You're just getting to the sad stage of grief in the Giannis departure today based off LeBron's news?
There's different ways that this hits you over the year as a sports fan. And when you see NBA free agency was always a big deal while Giannis was in his tenure of the team being good in Milwaukee for the better part of a decade. And now it's just like, free agency's opening up today. I didn't even know that this morning when I woke up. I didn't know when I woke up today that free agency opens at 5 o'clock until I heard it on Unsportsmanlike on my ride into the office today. That's
Classic
when I first
Jesse,
heard the news.
not understanding the sports calendar.
So what I've heard is the opposite of love is not hate, it's apathy. And that's what I'm hearing from Jesse now, that it's very sad that he went from caring about the NBA as a hardcore fan when the Bucks were at their golden era. And now that Giannis is gone, he's fallen to apathy.
Yeah, he has no connection to any of this anymore. And my
golden
point
age is gone.
My point is like it really would feel. I don't know what the right word is, like, because like I do love Giannis. Like, I love watching him play. I love what he did for the city. I know he left on terms that didn't feel great, especially the way the Doc era ended and the. After Budenholzer, how things were, the communication between him and Horst and ownership and all of that. I still understand what he meant over the time period of this golden era that Jesse was talking about, but he never struck me like, and I'm not saying he would be recruiting LeBron, but that would be a major reason why LeBron would want to go to Miami is because he believes that Giannis could help him win a championship. And then you're seeing Giannis do it with Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez. It just would feel a little weird to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to put that into words other than like seeing it. I don't know how to comprehend that could be a case. Now, it's not to say he's actually going to go there. And I appreciate Mike on the Carbless Talking text line saying the Bucks will be better than we think. And he's thinking the Heat missed the playoffs. The Bucks have an over-under win total of 27.5 to 28.5. I just want to put that in perspective here. Again, I also learned today that Jesse Nelson just regurgitates anyone that he hears from, a.k.a. Barry Alvarez when Barry Alvarez speaks to him on the Barry Alvarez show, Jim Paschke, since he joined Wilde and Tausch. He just says what all of these
just because I have
legends,
well-connected friends who
they're not your friends. They are not your friends.
I played craps with Barry Alvarez. I have had a couple of beverages with Barry Alvarez over the last year. I think Barry and I are pretty tight. Yeah, I think we're pretty tight. I could text him right now. I'd say, Barry, can I come over and go for a swim? It's hot out. He'd say, sure, Jesse, come on over.
All right, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, we're going to need that, actually.
Yep.
You're going to need to show the stream.
You could leave the show to go swim in Barry Alvarez's pool.
Well, I mean, I don't want to bother him. It's a big day. Big
okay.
news day.
Well, maybe say this week.
They hired
this week.
Reportedly hired a new athletic director. Well, we're going up north for the 4th of July.
All
later
bark,
this week,
no bite. Just Jesse saying
golf league
empty
tomorrow.
promises out loud.
I can't make it tomorrow. I can't make it tomorrow. So sorry, Coach. I guess not going to work out this week, but maybe next week if I can fit it in.
Jesse, what do you think of the name Catastrophic with C-Cat?
It's good. Do you know what that word means, like, regularly?
Catastrophic with C-Cats next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, how do we even get there? What do we do?
You're just a jerk.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, we knew it had to happen sooner or later. Yep, the Heat has wreaked havoc. We do have ramp closed because of pavement damage. Pavement buckling, yeehaw. Northbound 94, the off-ramp to College Avenue, closed right now because of that pavement damage. So basically what you really need to do as you're driving around, since it's probably going to be in more spots than just that one, scan a little bit further down the road ahead and don't get surprised by something that's going to pop up, literally. We do have a crash on eastbound 94 at Mitchell Boulevard off on the right shoulder, and a crash on the ramp from northbound 43, the Rock Freeway, to 894 eastbound in the Hale off on the right shoulder. Another crash there. We got delays coming in from National down through the Hale to just past Forest Home. Traffic is brought to you by Badgerland Junk. Clear the clutter fast with simple, stress-free cleanouts from single items to full properties. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees. Visit BadgerlandJunk.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an extreme heat warning is in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Very muggy tonight, mostly clear with a slight chance of storms to the north, a low of 77. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, hot, and humid. That heat warning is still in effect until 7 p.m. with a few storms to the north, a high of 96. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Freddie Coleman.
I think any decision needs to be made sooner than later, whether you're going to keep him or not going to keep him. In terms of trading him this place, that place, the other place, sure, absolutely. But if you're really serious about keeping Jaylen Brown, then you just got to decide, look, we're not trading him, and then that's when the sit-down has to happen. Before that extension can't be signed on July 26th, which is going to get $71.9 million per year each of the 2 years added to the contract that he already has, which still has $200+ million to go with 3 years left in that contract. That's what I'm saying in terms of my Freddie sense keeps telling me this ain't happening, meaning a Jaylen Brown trade, a Jaylen Brown deal. Boston doesn't want to trade him, but they're forced into that corner. Well, they don't want to give that kind of power to a player to give him what he wants when they still believe in that player.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You know, it's not just about betting at Potawatomi Sportsbook. There's amazing food. I can't wait to get back there tomorrow because the steak and eggs are going to hit so hard. Steak and bagel sandwich, pancakes, and more. Wisconsin-style appetizers appetizers that, of course, feature a lot of cheese. Build your own burger. Desserts, highlight like the MVP Turtle Sundae. Cold beverages. Like I said, there's kiosks everywhere. If you like to bet on sports, you can do that. If you like to just watch sports, you can do that because it's a 2,000 square foot video wall. Not to mention, once you leave the sports book, there's a craps table right there. There's a roulette table right there. There's table games. There's bingo. There's slot machines. You got it all under one roof at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Check them out. Kyle and Brust, no Kyle. Jesse Nelson's in for Kyle. I'm Ben Brust.
Remember when you said you thought a hen laid 30 eggs in a day?
Just popping them out.
It was an underrated part of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 30 eggs in one day?
Yeah. My official statement on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust today is I'm pretending like it didn't happen, but if you want to listen to actually what happened, you can go to the ESPN Wisconsin app or listen back on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Let's get to C-Cat and his catastrophic segment.
And Catastrophic will be well produced tomorrow. Just you wait. But until
music.
then,
this is good music, C-Cat. You can leave it with this one. This is good.
Thanks, Jesse.
It's just the
It's a special
ESPN
music.
Wisconsin special. I don't have anything to do, so I hit the prime time.
This is prime time. This is a prime concern in my life, and I want both of your fellas' opinions on it. I am 27 years old. My girlfriend, whose birthday is about a couple months before mine, is 28 years old. We have recently had a visitor to the Great Midwest. We went to school in Pennsylvania. This girl was her roommate in college. She lives in Philadelphia. She flew on over to the area and is visiting for a full week.
Oh, wow.
She's not just visiting, but she's staying in our apartment. Our one-bedroom, one office, one bathroom apartment with 2 dogs, 2 residents, and now female college roommate visitor for a full week.
Did you get kicked out of the bed to go on the couch?
I did not. We have a blow-up mattress that she is using in the office.
That's good.
What
Jesse,
kind of opinion is he going to ask us about?
Ben.
Here? I'm a little nervous.
At what age are you expected to get a hotel when you visit a friend where he or she lives that's not in your general area?
Oh, this is easy, C-Cat. It depends on the tier of friendom.
Oh, no.
What?
You opened up the can
Yeah,
of
no,
worms.
this is exactly what this comes down to. I'm glad you asked.
You're learning more about Jesse today. He has a tier list of friends.
Okay.
Tier 1, tier 2,
when I was-
tier 3, tier 4. And I'm
It's
tier-
never more
tier
obvious than when
100.
you're planning a wedding. Yeah, you're not tiered, Ben. Don't worry about it. You're not even
Whoa.
close. You didn't even come to my party. You might have been on the tier if you came to the party. So you tier your friends because people will say, I have a best friend, or that's my best friend. And then there's like 5 best friends. That's not how best friends work. But tier 1 friends, sure, I have all this tier of these are my go-to friends. So is the friend who's visiting your wife, is that a tier 1 friend of hers, or is this like a tier 2 or a tier 3 where they don't really hang out that much, but because she's coming to Milwaukee, all right, or wherever, might as well crash with them to save a buck?
She is a tier 1 friend.
Tier 1s can stay at
Tier
your
1s can
place no
crash.
matter what.
Even if they are an
tier 1s can always
obvious,
crash.
complete, and utter disruptor and inconvenience, these 2 dogs that I have, Ben and Jesse,
The
they
answer
are
does not
regimented
change.
on routine.
Yeah.
The answer doesn't change.
No.
They're dogs. This is a human being. I have 2 dogs as well.
Okay, dogs aside, C-Cat, now his interest at hand. I had 1 day off last week.
C-Cat, you don't matter.
I got home.
You don't
And
matter.
I wanted to watch wrestling on pay-per-view.
Can you
in
get
the peace of
pay-per-view on your
quiet.
laptop?
In theory, yes. But it's a man's living room. Isn't that a sacred place?
No.
No.
I want a bigger TV in our living room. The 75 inchers in the basement.
We don't have a basement.
By the way, you're just the 3rd dog.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I got another topic in downtown Milwaukee, less C-Cat centric. The Bob Euchre.
Wait, I'm not done with with this other one. I'm not done with this other one yet.
Jesse?
Well, yeah, sure, she's here for a week. She's here for a week.
A whole freaking week,
and by
Jesse.
the way, making her pay 7 days for hotels pretty rude.
Well, I mean, maybe that's incentive to not be here for a full week.
It's kind and generous.
You sound like you don't like
this
her.
is true. Yeah, that's.
Oh, wow. Why didn't you bury the lead?
Oh, what?
You buried the lead.
It's not my
Boy,
roommate in college,
you're gonna
except for
be in
COVID, you know.
Yeah.
Well, how many times have you met this friend? Like, are you familiar with her work, or is this like, this is your friend from? I
met this person
Go
before
ahead.
I met my girlfriend. Is a mutual friend group.
Oh, so you? Oh, wow. This is getting more and more compelling.
Okay. What do you not like about her?
Comments, you know. I don't need to hear your commentary about professional wrestling.
Oh,
I don't need to hear comments about the horror movie that I just put on.
dude, are you an only child?
Wow.
No, I'm the middle child. Older sister, younger sister. I was born in the flames, Ben.
And you can't handle this?
So
see, when you grow up, you build a level of comfort for yourself, and you kind of shape the world around you as to how you wish it was when you didn't have control.
So here's another thing I'd like to add, CCAP.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Your girlfriend that we've talked about is going to med school, right?
Uh-huh.
So maybe right now in life, you're not going to have the setup you want. The choices that you guys have made have led you to this 2-dog, 3-resident, 1-bed, 1-bath, 1-living area situation where you got to eat it. You can't have everything you want in life. But if she, God bless her soul, passes whatever she needs to pass in school, she can have her own wing one day. All right?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to eat it and stop complaining.
Passes there.
Yeah, Jesse, we're on the same page there. If she God forbid passes, like, yeah, all right.
If she passes,
I didn't know we were going that direction, but
man.
sure. Yeah, I guess I would be left out in the cold if she passes.
School.
Bob Euchre, the urinal, the mural has been completed.
No.
That's not the same.
No,
I said
no.
euchre and mural at the same time, and it created a word I did not intend to.
You can't do that. It's way too soon.
That was not.
It is always going to be too soon for you to say that with Bob.
That was not on purpose. I love Bob Euchre.
You're doing it, Kyle. I love Bob Euchre.
Giannis has a mural. Uke has a mural now that's complete. William Contreras has, like in Black Cat Alley, a mural that was painted during the playoff run last year. Who's the next Wisconsin / 414 hour Milwaukee athlete to get a painted mural?
Doc Rivers.
You know this one.
The Jesse Nelson?
Luke Fickle.
Ooh.
Good troll. For real.
Just kidding.
It's got to be. I'm not going to count Williams.
Yeah, that was a Brewers. He just happened to be the guy that on it.
They win the World Series. Miz is getting a mural.
Yep. It's the Miz.
What if he wins a Cy Young and it's not a World Series?
Cy Young doesn't get you a mural.
Ooh,
no,
multiple Cy Youngs.
I mean, Euchre is a legend of legends of legends, and Giannis brought a championship to Milwaukee for the first time in 50 years. It would have to be a Brewers World Series.
Miz is approaching icon status by being the best pitcher in baseball, and if he leads the team to heights that they had never achieved in franchise history, that makes you an icon if you're elevating something to reach new heights that no one else had ever done before. Corbin Burns didn't get a mural for winning a Cy Young a couple of years ago. He was a good pitcher, great pitcher. He didn't get a mural.
He got Tommy John on the Diamondbacks. That's what he got.
Nice. C-Cat, I think you need to have a conversation with your girlfriend once your friend leaves about her staying with you. I think that's what this comes down to.
I know.
Like, did she consult you about her staying with you before? Or did she just say,
I can already tell
Kathleen
C-Cat
is
doesn't
going
wear
to
the
stay
pants.
with us?
She told me when she was coming. She coordinated.
Exactly.
She thought it would be a good time.
That's the problem. So you need to set some boundaries when she leaves. Now, you got to suck it up until she leaves and be a good guy here. And then when she leaves, you got to say, hey, let's have a conversation here about house guests. This is going to be working long term.
We had that
gotta
while
make sure we're on the same page.
We had the conversation while her friend was in the bathroom 2 nights ago. And, if you don't like this, you're going to love in 2 weeks when my brother comes here for 5 days. He's a college-age student.
You have lost contain
Yeah.
of your living space, and there's no coming back from it. You have set a bad precedent for yourself moving forward.
You got to have an honest conversation about your domain. That's what you got to have.
And then
wait
he was
until
single.
she leaves. Don't try to sneak this in. Well, if that's the way it's
How
going
long
to
you
turn
guys
out,
been
I
together?
hope it's not.
We have been together for 9.5 years.
Damn!
9.5 years.
Damn!
You never had a house guest before in 9.5 years?
Jeez, this sounds like it's your first time.
Yeah.
What's
this
going
is like a first-year relationship problem.
9.5?
What the heck?
And you don't have this figured out?
How has this not been established at this point,
Oh, you're
C-Cat?
done for.
My dude.
You're done for.
I'm just in a sensitive spot right now, okay?
So you basically just shared with us what the rest of your life's going to look like. Got it. Okay.
Oh, my God.
That
One of these days, these boots is going to walk all over you, and that's right now. Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesse. That is so painfully bad. We just have to go to break. I need to crawl out of my skin.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust
I think I need to take medicine. I've been sick for a month.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
That's why I said the toughest part to me for the Packers is that the division is, I think, better than it's been.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
So the issue is, and I'm working on the T-shirt right now, this season is very simple. Got to win the damn division.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Meet Jim and Rita.
We went on a motorcycle trip.
But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident.
They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital.
Sometime later, Rita made a discovery.
She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there?
And amazingly,
he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's.
And I had my checkbook in my hand.
But when he arrived there,
And I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty.
Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous, no small print warranty.
It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous, no small print warranty yourself at Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
Sunday marked the exact halfway point for the Milwaukee Brewers season. 81 down, 81 to go after Sunday's loss to the Cubs. And even despite the series loss at American Family Field over the weekend, the Brewers' 5.5-game lead in the NL Central and the quickest they've tallied 50 wins in franchise history. They'll look to add on to those 50 wins this week, hosting a 4-game series at American Family Field Monday through Thursday against the Cincinnati Reds. These 4 games against the Reds mark the final homestand for the Brewers prior to the All-Star break, which starts July 13th.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel here for Events by Design. If you're planning an annual meeting, leadership summit, product launch, or trade show, you already know the pressure is on. Events by Design takes those high-stake moments and turns them into immersive experiences that energize your audience and elevate your brand. They handle everything: designing, planning, production, ensuring your event is executed seamlessly. No stress, no scrambling, just a memorable experience that delivers. Get started today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Your soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor is simply this. The
Yeah,
USA soccer team plays tomorrow at 7 p.m. against Bosnia.
No, it's not the news.
What's the news?
Miz isn't pitching everything. It's all good.
This is the soccer update brought to you by Discount
The
Liquor.
most important about the USA soccer match in this state is that Miz not pitching. Right?
No, not
Okay.
for the soccer update. USA plays at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
So I will be hustling.
I know.
To get my daughter down so I can get to the couch because guess what?
Why does she have to be down? What,
I got to get her to sleep so I can go enjoy the game.
you
got
won't let her
bedtime.
stay up? This is U.S.
She's
World
2.5
Cup.
years
Doesn't matter.
old.
Doesn't matter. You want her to have this
She's
experience.
not going to remember this.
Doesn't matter. She stays up until she
The
falls
soccer
asleep.
update
Take
is
a vote on
Homer
this.
says
I
that
agree
my
with
daughter
Homer.
has to stay up.
Yeah, till
for the
she
USA
falls
soccer
asleep.
game.
Yes.
Now you're telling me how to parent.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you.
No, I'm not.
Don't you love when people tell you what to do?
No, this
Homer?
is one day. And if you say no, I'll go fine. But I think I'm trying to add something because
I'm excited. I don't
Normally
need
you
you to tell
go
me
to
if I'm
sleep.
excited.
I didn't say you
you're
weren't
not
excited.
excited
I said
because
I'm
you just
excited
think US
because the
soccer
Miz isn't
stinks.
pitching.
But he does pitch Thursday.
I know.
And your soccer update's been brought to you by Discount Liquor. For all your tailgating and partying needs, you know where to go. It's Milwaukee and Waukesha locations with Discount Liquor. Jesse, you've been trying to get a word in the entire time Homer and I were talking. What do you have to say?
I said I agree. I agree with Homer. I think this is a potentially historic run for U.S. soccer, and all of your family members who are part of this world right now should be part of that, and that includes your daughter. And if she falls asleep a little bit, it'll be a fun story. You can take a picture and say,
like
"Look,
Kyle
let me
Wallace,
emphasize-
You don't have a
Word.
kid. I'm not listening to you.
No, let me emphasize. This is all nice chit chat, but you decide. You're right. Totally.
You're damn right.
I know.
I'm going to get her to bed and then
Whatever
probably
you-
miss like
okay,
20 minutes
fine.
of it. I'll watch back
We
and
just-
catch up to real time
Yeah.
at halftime, and we'll be good to go.
You know.
That was my soccer update.
Okay.
Brought to you by Discount Liquor.
Clearly,
And we
our
have we have different soccer updates.
Well, clearly, our suggestions are of no value, and that's fine. You're the parent. Okay.
Jesse, any feedback? You know, on your performance?
Can I do a
day?
soccer update brought to you by Discount
No,
Liquor?
you
Go
absolutely-
Mexico. I want Mexico to win tonight against Ecuador. I got some cash on that one. Let's go Mexico.
I
Got a
said
big
no,
win
and
there.
you still win anyway. Cool. And
Hold
nobody
on.
cared.
You have cash on that one?
Well, yeah, I was at the White Sox game in Illinois the other day. So while
Okay.
in Rome, I said, "Oh, let's see what we got." And I
Sprinkle
went
a
on
little
the
money
mobile
on it
app
at
and
the
put a
sports
put a
I know,
little bit
I
on
know.
Mexico to beat Ecuador. Yeah. So we
Why
got,
would
yeah,
you
a
put a
vested
little
interest.
money on the United States?
I did. I
Oh,
did that
okay.
one too. I didn't,
All right,
I didn't
okay.
just do Mexico. It was
I
just
didn't.
these were the games coming up. And
I
was
wasn't
like,
aware.
I'll
Well, give
put
us
a
an update
little
on
bit each
all
of
the
these.
teams that you took.
Yeah, so we can watch you lose.
I have not actually been doing very. Yesterday was not good to me. The upsets did
How
not.
do you have any
favor me
idea?
well.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't
I
watch
think-
soccer.
Not a clue.
He also thought they should move on.
Not a
from,
clue.
They should consider moving on from Pat Murphy.
What
May
I
of last
thought was
year.
I did not. I did no. We don't have.
You're
to
overselling his
I-
opinion. It's bad enough.
I
as it
thought
is.
all
As
the-
bad as it is.
This round
Yeah.
of 32 was made up, so I thought all the favorites would easily cruise through the round of 32.
I would guarantee
Clearly,
you
they did
that
not.
as the result of Germany losing to Guay,
Segway.
they are going to consider not doing this because you can't have your top teams lose in this round. So I don't know how good Germany is, but they'll redo the rules.
All I know is if teams that are highly ranked that are in the U.S. way lose and they win, I don't care what the rules are this year. As long as it benefits the U.S.,
I
I'm
agree
game.
with you that. I'm in on that. Yes, everything's important as it relates to the USA
SA soccer team right now, not the Green Bay Packers, which I know was your line.
It's with any team I follow. That's why. And by the way, all these
Have
NBA.
you changed your tune on U.S. soccer? Are you thinking there's a little magic?
Yeah, but they're but
I'm not saying they're going to win.
Would it would winning the World Cup.
I know
would be
it's
get
like
to
a
the Final
donkey
Four.
winning the Kentucky Derby.
Getting to the Final Four. They get to the Final Four. They have won the World Cup. That's how people should view Team USA.
In Homer's record book, Jesse, thanks for filling in. Enjoy your late nap today. Homer Hour up next.
894 southbound at Oklahoma Avenue.